It's yeah.
I'm gonna put up right now, make sure the mics are working.
Oh, you might have to take the case off.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Is there anything special you want me to say in the intro for you? Like I got your bio stuff.
Yeah, just Arkham Menard Series NASCAR driver.
Dude, I sound like I'm in the background, not like I'm speaking into a mic.
Rut-row.
Yeah, I sound like I'm being picked up on a different mic, not this mic.
Try now.
Hello, hello, hello. Maybe.
Let's turn your game
I don't know, I can't tell.
That sounded clear from here.
It sounds good.
I'm the rapper.
Regardless. What is it?
You are being picked up on another mic a lot.
Yeah.
That one.
Maybe I should move.
Maybe we just set this mic in the middle and then all of us scream.
We just shout. Just shout the whole time. The neighbors can get over it.
Is my mic working?
Your mic's working really good.
Nice. What episode is this?
23.
Episode 23.
Nobody likes you when you're 23. All right.
Today we got the hometown hero, a ARCA Menard Series NASCAR regional driver. He streams on Twitch. What's your Twitch? Or I mean, TikTok?
Just Presley Sora.
Presley
On
Sora.
everything.
I'll follow you.
Presley Sora.
I try to make it as easy as possible.
Yay! Welcome. Thanks for being on the Conscious Cast.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a follow right now. What was it again?
There we go. Just Presley Sora
Okay, I
on
got
everything.
Who are you?
I am Keaton Mad Dog Miller.
Yes, sir. I am the Vanilla Boy, spelled with an E, not an I.
I am Day, spelled with Z, not an S.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm Seth A.M.
All
That with an M
and I
or
gave
an
you the
N?
follow.
Heck yeah.
It's like, you know, when you first wake up and the sun's coming up.
The days.
The day's starting.
Yeah. Start of the day particularly is the
Okay.
morning, you know, in the a.m.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like a.m.
So are you like midnight, and then he is the morning?
I'll take it.
I guess, yeah, I'm like dusk till dawn, and he's
True.
like the blazing heat, you know.
Okay.
He's the noon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
High noon.
No. No drinking today. Not for me, anyway. No way. What do you stream?
I stream iRacing mainly. It's like a computer simulator for racing. It goes back and forth between being a video game and a simulator. Depends on who you ask.
Do you stream on Twitch and TikTok, or do you just stream on TikTok?
Yeah, Twitch and TikTok.
I just started streaming on Twitch and TikTok, bro.
Oh, you do stream on Twitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Presley Sora as well? Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's the same.
Yeah, except for Twitch, their algorithm's awful.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
It's terrible.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
TikTok
it's
is way
awful.
better.
Bro, you
Yeah.
had like 8 viewers earlier.
Bro,
I went into
have you seen my
Minecraft-
follow count?
Dude, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
Dude, did you see
I'm
me
catching
comment, bro? I tuned into his fucking
Was that you on
his
the guys?
live. I was on the guys. I didn't know it, and then I said, dude, fuck you and your follower account because it was going up, and he's coming for my follower account.
Yeah.
for
Yes,
some
I
reason.
certainly am.
And as soon as I sensed it, I was like, oh shit, bro, I'm on the guys account.
Bro, freaking Tony's Pizza was coming, and he thought that was hilarious. He was like, and
Oh, shit.
he said he's gonna be on TikTok today.
Well, hopefully he's fucking.
He probably is. He's probably gonna. Be spamming.
hopefully he's fucking subbing to Presley
He's probably
Sora.
gonna be liking the shit
Yeah,
out of it. He
right.
always does.
He better be.
Dude, we better not get banned on TikTok. What is like? Have you ever been like flagged on TikTok?
Yeah, but I don't know why. I've been flagged twice, and it's the dumbest thing in the world. So, like, I stream the racing game.
Right.
It's just a racing game. There's no gore. There's no anything. And randomly, there's been 2 times I've looked over, and it says violated community guidelines due to, like, violence and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're driving race cars in circles on a computer. How violent can it be?
Do you talk while you play?
Yeah, but
do
I'm
you-
not, like...
He's not road
Not-
raging?
Yeah.
Do you think it's
I'm not going
mistaking
crazy
it
at people.
for a real life wreck?
I guess that's the only thing I can figure is like I've crashed on there or someone has crashed me and it looks bad, and TikTok just thinks it's like a highway
An actual,
collision.
yeah. Like
What's
looks like
the-
somebody might
Yeah.
have died, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Between iRacing and real life.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't there a question around that?
I was asking
I'm
him
trying to-
about if he's ever gotten flagged on TikTok.
Yeah, wasn't there a question around real life
Yes, you had a question.
I
around
snubbed
that.
it,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. No, I mean this is still good. It was asking, what was is there a difference between a NASCAR wreck and a real life wreck? Was his question.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah, yeah.
was. Yeah, because you've been in a real life
Yeah.
wreck now.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, well, kind of. Not with another car or anything, but a deer.
Oh wow.
So
That still can be
yeah,
really bad
yeah.
though.
what you're saying.
Yeah, last time I saw all of you guys, I had a truck.
Yeah.
And the truck is dead now, and so is the deer that I hit with it. So
Damn, how
Yeah.
fast were you going?
60.
Okay.
It was yeah, I was just doing my thing, and it was sitting in the median, and decided it just didn't want to live anymore. So it
That
just
sounds
went back
violent.
down. You know, yeah. Well, I can tell you that as far as differences, the sound is the exact same. I hit the deer, and it sounded just like hitting the wall. Yeah.
Fair.
Not fun though.
Did you
It's
really get
noisy.
injured at all? Nothing bad?
No.
Oh, wow, that's a
neither of 'em.
miracle.
No. Well, thankfully it was a truck because it was like
Fair.
a big buck. So if I'd have been in a small car, that would not have been good. It probably would have gone through the windshield.
You have an
but-
antler or something
Yeah,
like that?
no,
thank you.
I hit it and it like flew. It looked like something. I mean, I launched this deer, dude. It was bad. It was really bad. But the truck took it like a champ, but not enough for me to keep driving here.
The deer
for
didn't. The deer did
foreseeable
not
future.
handle
no,
that.
No, the deer did not.
So how many times have you wrecked in NASCAR?
Just once.
Okay.
One time.
And it wasn't bad or was it horrible?
Oh, it was horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was, it was
Okay,
not.
okay.
It was not good. No.
Did you get injured in that?
No. If I had to guess, I probably had a really, really small concussion.
Mm.
But
Whiplash?
oh yeah,
I bet.
Yeah. Well, so what happened was, it was in Indianapolis this past summer, and I was driving along just fine, and actually about to pass my teammate, and my left front shock, like in the left front of the suspension, it broke or it came untightened, and when it did that, we were going so fast that it just shot through the left front tire and right out of the car. So it did that, and it like pulled my car to the left, and we were going into a corner, so we were like top speed and everything, and when it took out the left front tire, I lost all steering. Like I had no control over the car at all. It was just like take my hands off the wheel and sit and ride it out. And unfortunately, the track, it's like a really small track, so it did it, and I just went like almost 90 degrees head on into the wall.
How fast were you going then?
About 135 mile an hour.
Holy
That's crazy.
crap, bro.
Yeah.
Do people usually get more hurt when they going like that fast?
Not really. Believe it or not, like if I'm gonna crash anything, I want it to be a race car going 150 mile an hour plus because like they're built to withstand that and all the
True.
safety gear and everything. Like if you
That's
think about,
interesting.
if you think about it, like if you're going down the interstate going 70 mile an hour, you just got a seatbelt. Like you don't have helmet or any safety
True.
gear or anything, and the car's not built for crashing.
Mm-hmm.
So like the race cars have roll cages and all that stuff. Dude, if you crash going 70 down the interstate, you're gonna get messed up. But
Fair
the race
enough.
car is built to withstand, like, I think they build them for like 250 mile an hour crashes, and they can't even go 250. So I mean, generally you're pretty safe. I mean, you have drivers break their backs or legs or wrists or stuff like that, but it's been over 20 years since we've had a death. So
Damn.
generally, I mean, you think about the odds of it. I mean, they race every week, so really your odds are a lot lower of getting
Fair.
seriously injured in a race car than they are just driving down the highway.
Facts.
That's crazy. I would not have thought of something like that.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by talented drivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even though you're going faster, it's people who like have,
Yeah.
like, they're qualified to do what they're doing.
Most of them. Yeah. There's a few. There's a few.
All right.
There's a few. Yeah.
That sounds like
people in your avenue that are like the people that are at some of Keaton's fights or that he fights. They're not
Yeah.
really about it like that.
Yeah.
Is there heat between drivers a lot?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Road rage.
There's people that, I mean, they either get into it at the track. We've got a few. I just love scrolling through Facebook because they love to duke it out in Facebook.
Oh my
comments.
God! Of
It's
course.
awesome.
The best place.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
dude,
great, great.
Facebook.
Right in public eye, yeah. But no, there's definitely some that should for sure be out there, and some that should never see a racetrack, let alone be driving on it.
Facebook is just the place for people to talk shit. I feel like.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Literally
absolutely.
a cesspool of like drama.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Tony's Pizza's in here. What's up,
Yeah,
Tony's
so-
Pizza? How you doing,
You
bro?
liking the live?
Yeah, he's gonna get us to a few thousand likes
We
probably
appreciate
Heck yeah.
it.
if he's got the
Yeah,
time.
I'm
Yeah,
the
he's on.
guys.
He's on TikTok.
I've got a dude on TikTok that does that with my stream.
Yes.
I can always count on him. If I see him popping in the stream, I'm like, well,
Yes.
2,000 or 3,000 likes right there, and then he'll
Yes.
do it, and I'm like, heck yeah.
It's lit,
What a
dude.
guy.
I love streaming on TikTok.
Me too. It's so much better than Twitch.
Dude, Twitch is a joke. I was only doing Twitch at first because you have to like apply to
Yeah,
TikTok
me
to be
too.
allowed. Luckily, I got it in like one day, but
Mhm.
yeah, people are just flooding the live the entire time, which
Yeah.
never happens on Twitch.
Yeah,
You
and
get, like,
TikTok
2 views.
chat's way more interactive
Facts.
than Twitch. Way more.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
think
they
it's
block
just-
everything.
I think it's just the wave of what's happening right now. TikTok is just like the biggest social media going on.
Yeah.
So people don't even care about going to Twitch because they could just watch it on TikTok because it'll just show up in their feed.
Yeah. Well, and it pushes like random algorithms. So
True.
like Twitch, unless you already follow the person, you're probably not going to see it there live unless
Right.
you're searching for them.
Bro, it's
Right.
so nuts.
Yeah.
Wasn't
TikTok
it supposed to
is-
be like canceled?
What?
It's supposed to be like
TikTok?
in 2 weeks, apparently.
Yeah, like
I thought it
No,
was
like-
already supposed to
I don't know if
happen.
it's actually gonna happen.
What? TikTok's supposed to be canceled?
middle of January.
Bro, that's like the only place I get interaction.
I know.
That's
me too.
it.
I'm like,
That's
oh,
the
God.
only place
Please
I
don't
get
do it.
interaction.
Please
Maybe
don't
it'll
do it.
push to Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, it could even be something like where
Hey, we got somebody else in here that was on my stream. Yes, this is the guys. Yes, we're the guys. We have a guest, Presley.
Hello.
NASCAR driver.
It could be something like you guys let them know like right ahead of time as soon as TikTok's
Yeah.
about to go out. Just like, hey, if you still want to watch me stream, I'll be there still.
Yeah, well, the majority of my viewers on TikTok are just like randomly pulled in, like
Fair.
they're not even followers. So
Yeah.
that's the one big thing I would lose.
Yeah, I
is-
That's
feel like
very
that doesn't really
annoying.
happen
Yeah.
on Twitch.
exactly.
Instagram.
It's-
Instagram's not even that great. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean it's like we've only a handful of times had people just come in on the Twitch. We had one person come in on a conscious cast just on some random stuff, and then we also had a couple of people come in for some random games that we were all playing.
Yeah.
And then they would follow, and it's like if we can get people in, they're enjoying what they're watching, but it's the getting people in part that's the
Yes,
problem.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. TikTok definitely gives that an easier avenue to come through.
Yeah, I don't see any other social media giving that much access to any kind of engagement. I get
Yeah.
comments on TikTok like nowhere else. I get likes
True.
on TikTok like nowhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say
Nobody
Instagram's
engages
not
you.
really throwing it into just an algorithm of a bunch of people that might see it because they're like, well, you don't really get this, so
Right.
you must not be that popular. We don't want your post to like flood people's pages. We want these posts
Yeah.
that are already doing well, which gives no small content creators like any room to breathe.
Yeah, honestly, I hate that Instagram has been because I feel like we get a ton of views on Instagram, but yet almost no likes and almost no comments ever. We get a lot of hate on TikTok.
Yeah.
See, that's the other fun part about TikTok is you've got like the best of the best, coolest people in there that'll pop in your streams. You'll have other people in there that just dog on you. It's like they're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
You can count on the same people every time.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
oh gosh, here this guy is again.
They get so upset for no reason.
And they still show up every time.
Every
they're,
time.
they're actually fans.
oh, this
but
guy's live
Oh, they're
again.
fans for sure.
There's always that one that like pops in every once in a while when you start doing like real big stuff, and it's like, oh, I haven't fucking talked to this guy in a few months,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the dude who fucking what was the notoriety of him? He called me illiterate.
Oh,
There you go.
The
Oh.
pool episode. He commented on the pool episode, and he was like talking a bunch of shit about how you can't spell fight. And
Yeah, because my Snapchat is K Fights.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's just a Snapchat tag,
Yeah.
and he was like, bro, you can't even spell it.
dude, I was looking. We were talking about it, so I was like looking back through like the statistics and stuff. And Keaton responded to me. He's like, "I'll fight you right now," but he spelled fight FITE.
Yeah, that's right. Double down.
Yeah, speaking of fighting, real quick, Keaton, I promised my brother that I would say this. He wants to spar you.
Your brother?
Yes, Vince. Vince wants to spar you.
Alriady.
So-
Like is
We
like,
have a dummy in our garage. He sits and punches. He loves UFC. So
oh hell yeah,
if you want to kick his ass, then
I'm down.
I told him you would. So
I'm down. Hell yeah.
I told
That's
him I'd
what's
say
up.
it. So.
Tell me.
Wait, are you guys in the same weight or?
Yeah,
Are we?
they're probably
Like
about the
150?
same weight. Yeah, yeah. He's like 145, I think.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah, you're gonna spar 10 pounds over.
It's okay. It's
Fair.
okay.
And then my dad said he's coming for the belt. So.
Can he make 135?
He's going for it, I think. I think he's going for it. He's cutting down. So
Bro, I believe in him.
give it a few weeks.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
I got it.
Are you gonna
Shit,
get?
he has more of a chance than Connor.
So, like honestly, I think fighting would be so much fun.
fair?
I just don't really feel like getting hit. But like,
Yeah.
if I,
It's an acquired taste.
well, yeah, like I feel like
It's like beer.
if I actually like got comfortable with being hit, I think fighting would be a blast.
Yeah.
It looks like so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where else can you just go punch somebody in the face?
Right.
But I just don't want to get hit back.
What form
Yeah.
of fighting would you do? Would you do MMA?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because I know I would suck at wrestling.
That's kind of what I
So
would be scared of
kickboxing?
is wrestling.
Kickboxing for sure. Would be
Nice.
Kickboxing
my
would be
go-to.
cool.
I feel like
Nice.
kickboxing is like a perfect place to start.
Yeah, I agree.
Once you go
than
to
boxing.
MMA, you introduce grappling and going to the ground, which
Yeah.
is a whole different world.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that world.
Dude, do you think it would be like way harder to transition from boxing to MMA than it would be kickboxing?
Yeah.
Because you're just like literally not using your legs in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah, boxing would just be harder.
I feel that.
Yeah. Like even if like in MMA, if a boxer fought a wrestler, I feel like 9 times out of 10 the wrestler would win just off random shit.
If two of y'all versus Mad Nog Miller would win, that's
Depends
what
on
Tony
the
Spezia
two.
said. Yeah.
Seth and Presley, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
It'd be tough.
Damn.
All right, fuck Mad Dog. I don't like this guy
I feel like any other
No.
combo, I feel like I could at least survive.
Yo, whatever. All right, let's change the subject. All right, Presley, what got you into NASCAR
I've always been into it.
since
like,
you were a kid?
Oh yeah, like toddler. Yeah.
Damn.
My parents watched it, and I feel like I just got hooked immediately.
Mm.
So there's a fun fact. I don't even know. I don't think I've told this very many times, but Cars was the first ever movie I saw in the theaters. So that had to have had some kind of influence on
Fair,
it.
ka-chow.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
the talk of the school.
I know, right? Yeah.
Really?
So I raced go karts when I was like 10 years old.
That's cool.
Yeah, raced out at the Indianapolis
sense.
Motor Speedway, or like where they have the Indy 500, and then we bounced around to like the Indiana State Fairgrounds, Purdue University, and a few others. So that's what I did when I was like 10. That was like my first big jump into racing. I did something called Soapbox Derby before that. I don't know
Never
if
heard
you've
of it.
Okay, so Soapbox Derby. You ever heard of Pinewood Derby? Like,
Never heard that either.
okay, so all right, Pinewood Derby is like Cub Scouts.
Okay.
So you build like little wooden model cars,
Mhm.
like they're like not even a foot long, and
Oh.
you run them down little like incline tracks. But I mean, it may be like not half as tall as the wall here, and they run down to a finish line like 10 feet away, and that's something that Cub Scouts do. Well, Soapbox is kind of the same thing, but they're little cars that you sit in, and they're about the shape of a soapbox, and they're really, I mean, mainly youth do it, but you actually go down hills, and like there's purpose-built Soapbox Derby tracks, and so like there's all kinds of tricks to it, but like you got to sit like really low in it, that way like air can flow over you and stuff. And I mean, people get like super serious about it, but it's crazy because like you have no gas or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just a little like pole thing holding the car up on the top of the hill, and they release it, and then there's tricks that you can do to the cars to make them faster, and all that people that spend a bunch of time on it know. But they just launch cars down there, so it's crazy. But
That's interesting.
yeah, all you've got is steering. You might have a brake pedal. I can't remember.
Fair. So you've always had an interest in cars
Oh yeah.
and everything to do with them.
Yeah.
When
always.
when did you first race? How old were you when you first raced?
Like stock car racing or just like just racing? in
Let's
general, like
let's do
go-karts?
in general. Yeah, go karts.
I would have been 10.
Damn. And you were always good at it?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean it was always something like I watched every single race on TV, like from the time I was a toddler all the way to now. I mean, so I knew the basics of it. I knew what I needed to do as far as racing. I just hadn't done it until I was 10, and that was the first time I really got to test it.
You like racing games as well.
Oh yeah.
So when did you start playing racing games?
Probably, gosh, it was on the Wii, so it's been
Okay.
a while.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
yeah, with a little Wii remote and turn it like a steering wheel. I had a little steering wheel and everything. But I played Mario Kart, but it wasn't like my first racing game. I always played like the old NASCAR stuff.
Do you like Need for Speed?
Yeah, I
Oh,
played
okay,
Need for
okay,
Speed
okay.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I played Need for Speed on the GameCube back in the day. That was pretty great.
What's like the top racing game that you've played?
There's one called Assetto Corsa, and it's like very realistic. Like, I'm gonna be a nerd and say that the iRacing thing I do is not a video game, even though it kind of is. I'm gonna call it a racing simulator, but the Assetto Corsa is really, really realistic, and their graphics are like stupid. I mean,
Damn.
you can look at screenshots from it, and you don't know that it's not real life.
Mm.
It looks dead on.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I can appreciate stuff like that. I'm like a very big fan of stuff that feels more realistic. It just feels more immersive overall.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, except you gotta have a NASA computer to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull any
I feel
frames.
that. I feel
Bruh.
that.
Absolutely. You're a substitute teacher, right?
Kinda, yeah. I'm a like a teacher aide
Okay.
at the elementary school, and then I run their latchkey program too.
So how's that?
It's good. We have our days. It's kids are wild, and it's crazy. So I'm a teacher's aide in the preschool,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
3
okay.
and 4-year-olds,
Wow.
and they're super loud. But
Sounds like a headache.
yeah, they're really really fun though. But man, like today we had our Christmas party day, and they were wound up.
Oh, I'm sure.
That bunch of candy.
That's a hype time, bro.
Oh my God, we had a whole table full of cupcakes and cookies and candy and stuff, and we were giving it to them, and we were like, "Oh God, this is not good, not
This is a
good."
bad idea. This is
Hey,
a
I
bad
bet you
idea.
did their
idea.
parents a favor, bro. They probably
Well-
crashed out after that.
Well, so the best thing is it's half day, so we sent them home while they were still
Oh,
hyper. So,
shit.
yeah, they got to deal with it.
They got
after
some
that.
hours of energy to
This
work
is
on.
your
I still
problem
had a
now,
Yeah,
bruh.
but
Dude.
it's fun though. I enjoy it. It's not something I ever thought I would do, but it's just kind of.
Yeah. How did that end up happening?
I worked at Walmart,
Mm.
and I hated it. It was just an awful job. It
Understandable.
was just terrible.
My brother
Everything.
works at Walmart and he does not like it either.
It was awful. Well, it was terrible. But I was looking for jobs after that, and I hired on to be a sub, and then they kind of hit me with the fact that like, hey, we've got this, and this open. And I was like, well, sure.
Oh, so you just tried it out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so far it's all right.
Yeah.
Not
I
bad.
mean, at the beginning, I was just winging it, and it's worked out good. I'm good with kids, so it's. I mean.
Have you had to
Definitely.
teach much?
Yeah. So I mean, like, kind of how we do it is we kind of split the class up into groups, and I'll take half of them. The teacher will take half of them. Then we rotate. So I mean, we do pretty equal work. But I mean, yeah, you can say Presley Soar is responsible for the youth future, which is
Hell
kinda
yeah.
scary
That's
thought.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but if you talk to any of my teachers in high school, they would probably been like, I don't know if that's the
Same.
right idea.
I feel that. Yeah, I
Same.
could relate to that.
Yeah.
Dude, my mom always has this story. I would get really upset with preschool, even though it was only like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Like, I would come home and cry to my mom because they wouldn't let me go to the bathroom while I was there.
Really?
Yeah, because it was only 2 hours. And
What?
I'm like, yeah.
That's insane.
And she thinks I was like, dude, I just got to go. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
But they're like, nah, you can hold it because it's not that long.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That sounds like it should be illegal, honestly.
Yeah.
Can't go to the
I feel
bathroom.
like I should have seen that on the news or something.
Dude, they just, I don't know. It was like, I guess they probably thought I was faking it or
You don't
just
gotta
like trying to
actually
get
piss.
up.
What do you know?
Yeah.
You're just a kid.
Yeah.
Bro, that's garbage. So, NASCAR driver, substitute teacher, streamer.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I manage social media accounts for
That's sick.
for drivers and teams.
Dub.
So I've got 2 teams mainly that I manage their socials for, and that gets really busy at the track. So like, it's kind of a weird dynamic. Like if I'm not racing, then that's what I'm doing. That way I'm at least still busy at the track, and
Mhm.
it gives me something to do if I'm not driving.
That's
So,
smart.
Yeah, and I really, really enjoy social media. Like social media is like one of my favorite things in the world. I feel like I know a lot about how to get posts and stuff
Fair.
to actually go through and get interactions. So
Fair.
I've really focused hard on my own social medias the last like 5 years or so.
Damn.
And I managed one for like an iRacing business for a couple years and realized I was like kind of halfway decent at it.
Mhm.
So once I started working in the NASCAR world, I kind of hit the teams with like, hey, I can do this too, and they let me, and I enjoy it. Like, it's nice. Like after the weekends, the team will send in their interactions and analytics for the weekend, and when it's green, I'm like, yes,
That's
I
right.
know I did something right.
Right.
I know I did it right. So yeah.
I have an old gym coach. I ran his social media page on Facebook because he owns a gym. It's called Stored Energy, and I would make posts for that. I didn't work on social media for probably 2 years after that, and then we started the guys page, and I've been doing most of the posting on there, and then I started posting more on my Days account on TikTok and it's actually doing pretty good follow wise. I've made like 60 followers in the last week, and I started at like 8. Yeah, it's pretty lit. And now they're taking it away, and I hope that's not what happens.
Yeah. They're working on keeping it, but it's like a 50-50. You know,
That
I guess
sucks.
I'll just believe it when I see it. I
Yeah.
feel like it's one of
they
those.
have been talking about it for forever.
Yeah, I've heard that so many times. It's just like another, like, less extreme. The world's gonna end kind of shit. It's like
TikTok's
Yeah.
gonna end.
until it happens, then I'll be like, oh shit, oh well,
Yeah.
that sucks. Yeah,
Well,
but
and I heard another thing that like they would just remove it from the app store so people couldn't download it.
So if you already have
If
it.
you already have it, then you'd be good. But I don't know if that's
Interesting.
true or not. But if that's the
yeah, your phone updates and it just
Deletes
blocks
it.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then that'd be all right. It's better than losing it entirely, I guess.
I agree because there's no other social media that I could even really go to that
No.
does the same
no
thing.
replacement.
Yeah. It sucks, honestly. That's the only one, and that's the one that they're trying to take away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's like? Did you have something to say?
I was just readjusting my mic.
Oh, okay. What's like your favorite thing about racing? What's your least favorite thing?
Favorite thing about racing, dude, I just like driving race cars. Like, there's some drivers that get like so caught up in like politics and racing and just fighting with each other.
Politics
and
in racing?
just like
Oh, okay.
beefing with each other.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
I feel like there's politics in any avenue for sure.
yeah, just drama. And there's some people that just like they do it for a living, and I don't understand that. Like, the living comes with it if you're successful. But dude, I don't want to do it for a living. I just want to do it because I enjoy doing it. I just like driving race cars.
Fair.
Least favorite thing is racing is honestly one of the only sports where it's more money driven than talent driven. So there's a lot of drivers in the NASCAR world especially that should not be there, and there's talented drivers that will never get noticed because they just don't have the money. And yeah, it sucks because, like, I race if I have the sponsorship to race, and it's not cheap. So there's some drivers, and don't hate the player, hate the game. They're just born into money, or somebody's got a company in their family, and they just sponsor them all the way through. And it's like, man, props to them. If that was my situation, I'd do the same
Yeah,
thing.
good for them.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like kind of sucks that's the system that we're dealt with, because with me, I mean, nobody in my family's ever raced, ever. Nobody's ever worked in racing. There's literally no one in my family that's had any involvement in motorsports whatsoever, and I don't come from any money. So
you're starting it all.
yeah. So like I got to go through and find sponsors to race and go through all that, and I started with 0 connections, and I'm just trying to keep building them as I go because that always helps. So
Dude, if you're
that.
running social media, that sounds perfect for that.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Dude,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
networking galore.
Yeah, well, and that's part of streaming too, is just like gathering a fan base off of that too. I mean,
True.
anytime you can have supporters is a good thing.
Facts.
Dude, I saw you posted like your essentially like a 2024 wrap up,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw that somebody commented and was like, "Can't wait to see you in Nashville."
I
Kind of
know.
shit. That's hype, bro.
I
Like,
know.
it feels like real fans, like people that are
Yes.
like watching what you're doing, and they're like, "I can't wait till I have the access to be able to access that whenever you come around."
Yeah, that started happening more and more frequently, and then like with the simulator racing I do, I'm one of the first drivers, or I'm not the first, but one of the first group to like transition that to real life racing. It's really only started in the last 2 or 3 years where drivers have been able to make that work, because previously, like before COVID, it was thought of as just like a video game and nothing else. And then people started to realize, like, dude, the guys that are fast on the simulator, they're fast in real life too, if not faster than the counterparts. So I'm one of the first group that started doing that, and it's been cool. Like, there's been a few races where, like we have autograph sessions before every race on
That's dope.
on the track, and there's been people that have come up to me and they're like, dude, I know you from iRacing. You're that iRacing dude that
That is
made
sick.
it happen in real life, and that's so sick, and it actually gives me hope that I can do it too. I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's better to
great
hear
to
than
hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it at least tells me I'm doing something right.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. That's awesome.
That's sick, bro.
That's my favorite part about streaming stuff, is getting people on board. Because then you have people like this hopping in this stream liking it like crazy because they
Exactly.
like what you do and they want to see more of what you do.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that interaction.
It's like you can bring different avenues to like everything that you're doing, and then it all just funneled them to every single little bit of avenue that you want. I'm hoping like because I feel like my music has a lot of like the skill and stuff behind it, but it's just like the viewership of it.
Yeah.
So maybe like the podcast and streaming on Twitch and like doing shows, obviously it's gonna like bring all the traction to like people to see that, so that I can stop going under the fucking rug all the
Yeah,
time,
right.
bro.
It's one of those deals where it can't hurt. And
Yeah.
Any exposure's exposure.
I agree.
Yeah, you're putting yourself out there constantly.
Yeah.
And ideally, that should be garner a following.
Yeah.
Should. So what did you answer your favorite part about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like driving race cars.
So what's the least favorite?
just like the business aspect of it, like, you know,
The politics.
yeah. And
That was your least favorite part about everything in your world.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty similar. I mean, there's a lot of just like people that just like to say things a lot of the times, or they hoard all the money and don't really give anything to the people that are like getting them all the money. Like I'll do shows that have 15, 20 people on them, and it's like a 3-hour show, so everybody gets like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, what am I supposed to show off with 3 songs?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work into doing more of like my own stuff. Like this show coming up is I'm throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
So we get 3 acts, 3 hours. We all get an hour. I get to like show off a bunch of stuff and let them show off a bunch of stuff, and then we're all gonna just like make profit off that, because that's what I really want.
Yeah.
I want me and everybody that's around to make money. But I've dealt with promoters that are making in thousands of dollars, and I'm getting like 40.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like Keaton's fights go like that.
Yeah, I would say it's the same.
You rack
Yeah.
up $400 of ticket sales. Yeah, and then
600.
you get paid $40.
60. Yeah. So if I sell them 400, then I'll get 40.
That's garbage.
But I honestly, that's my fault for not even fucking thinking about. What was the dude talking about? Negotiating. It's my fault for not even. But now
Yeah.
I'm negotiating
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Bro,
I
your
got a
name
belt.
is
Yeah.
name is building.
There's at least some kind of
What rank were you in Indiana? Didn't they put you in a ranking?
third.
Third.
In the
Hell
state-
yeah.
in the whole
Yeah, I'm
state?
the third ranked bantamweight in Indiana.
That's sick.
That's
That
fucking sick.
is
And I'm fighting a
nuts.
dude from Kentucky next.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna
You had a
smack that guy.
17% chance of winning the fight before last.
Yeah, the Connor fight.
Yeah. I didn't want to say his name, but
And it was only by like a knockout. But no.
So who's the number
Yeah.
two?
I'm not gonna say his name either. No.
Fair. I don't remember, but I
Who's
know
the
that the
number
number one is a dude. He's like, which is funny because my whole like career I've always said I wanted to fight a Russian, and the number one ranked dude is from Russia, but he lives in Chicago. But it's like with the Tapology rankings, if you fought in Indiana before, then you're a part of their rankings.
Okay.
So he's fought in Indiana before, so he's the number one.
Well, but that's almost even more
So
impressive that you're
Exactly.
number 3 then,
So is he
because
gonna-
it's
are
not
you-
even limited to
are you
just
gonna
Indiana.
call
Dude,
him out?
facts. I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah,
That's
that means
crazy.
that like
Are you
anybody
gonna
that's
call him
fought in
out?
Indiana, you're number 3.
That's fucked. That's nuts. I
Yeah.
don't even know how.
Yeah. That's
How are they
crazy.
even
Person
ranking
said
that?
something I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. But people
I mean,
watch
I
them like
already
that,
tried,
though.
and it
I
didn't even
mean,
work.
That's
So-
Tapology, people.
I would say a good amount of your fights get hella views.
You saw that it got up to 1.2?
No, I didn't see that. I just saw when
I don't even know how it got up to.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That shit was fire.
Are you gonna call out the number one
Not yet.
or the
Let
number
me
two?
get past these 3 dudes that I'm in talks with right now.
Why'd you call out the number 4?
You're right, bro. It's a good idea.
Just prove that you're actually in the spot you're in.
hey,
You
that's,
know?
that's honestly, UFC fighters have to do that sometimes,
Yeah.
especially if they're off a loss.
They gotta beat up the people underneath of them so that they can prove.
Yeah,
that
it's
they-
called like gatekeeping.
fair. That makes sense.
Is there any like YouTube footage of your races?
Yeah, there's a lot of the sim racing stuff. With the real life, I'm pretty sure I know that there's footage from the Indianapolis race. I know that there's a couple videos out there of me crashing. That's always good. So,
That's funny.
you know, yeah. Well, the best part is it was on the old Fox Sports 1 broadcast. So
Oh shit.
only 300,000 people got to watch it live.
Oh,
Only 300K. You know, it happens.
Tough.
Yeah, part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's like all of Indiana.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
my god. That's everyone that watches NASCAR in Indiana for sure.
Yeah, but no, like with the business side of things, like with NFL, if you're a good football player, you're probably gonna get to NFL like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go through college, you're gonna go through all of that. If you are actually good at what you do, and put in the work, you're gonna get there. MLB, same way, like those sports, both racing. It happens. It's not unheard of, but there's a lot of money involved too.
Yeah, there's no college.
Wow, that's crazy as
There's
fuck.
no,
No.
like you go to college to get scouted to go to the pros.
No.
like- yeah.
That's
I
what
get
I've
that.
always compared it to because I'm like, dude, I'm glad because I can win to get where I want to go. Like,
Exactly.
he has to fucking rely on people making his shit. Like, you have to rely on money.
Yeah,
That is
a
cr-
lot.
like
a lot. Yeah.
that's the politic of racing. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I would
I
never.
mean-
I mean, it makes fucking sense, honestly.
Yeah,
Especially like the way Bobby. What's that show? What's that movie? Talladega Nights.
yes.
That's kind of what that was in the background. Was about
Yeah.
the. So that
Yeah,
makes
well,
sense.
yeah, because he lost his sponsor.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he moved down to a junkie team and all that. But like, it is performance based. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. I mean, if you're in a lower tier car, do way better than what you should do, and everybody knows where you should do, depending on the team that you're with.
Okay,
And
okay.
if you do better than that, like way better, you're gonna get noticed by other teams, and they might cut you a break, or they might cut you a deal where it's cheaper or something like that. But I mean, it's still expensive all the way
Yeah.
around.
Wow.
So was it like something that you saved up a bunch of money for, and then just kind of like went in on a sponsor that you thought was like fitting, or was it that they just gave you like an easier price to hit so that you could get your foot in the door kind of stuff?
Really, mine was just with connections through people I
Mm.
had that were already racing, and just meeting the right people down through the line that I've been through. There's like insane stories of like different circumstances that had to happen for me to meet the people I've met, and it's like unbelievable. I mean, I would need 5 hours to even go through all of it because it's like, certain people have to crash into other people and then go talk to other people, and it's like, dude, you just get lost in it. But I mean, I had no connections, and I've started to get a few, and it's got my foot in the door. And then like I said, I mean, I race solely off of sponsorship. So I mean, if I send emails like crazy, bunch of phone calls, and like market myself well on social media. So if I get sponsors, I race, and if not, I'm doing social media on the sidelines.
Fair.
What's the biggest thing that you've had to learn about social media?
Really just getting posts to do well. Like, I mean, I think the big thing on a lot of pages is the timing that you post. And I know that we've kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
Like I like to post between like 10 and 2 because any later and you're not really giving yourself enough time to, for people to be awake and see the post or interact with it. Any earlier and people are still asleep.
Yeah, I
So-
post mine really early.
Yeah.
So that might be what I'm doing. I'll do like 8 or something. 8
Oh,
or,
yeah,
8 or
too
9.
early.
Too early.
My sweet spot's like 11 or 12 because
Fair.
then you know that 90% of people are up and they're definitely not going to bed. So, I mean, that's usually the hot spot to where then it's got the whole day. Like with Instagram especially, if you post at like 11 or 12, they've got the whole day for it to pop up on their feed because there's no guarantee if it's like a brand new post that it'll pop up on their feed immediately. There's been times where like I've gotten on Instagram and I've seen a post from 7 hours ago, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their algorithm is weird.
it is. Yeah,
I'm not as much of a fan of Instagram.
but timing.
Go ahead.
Well, timing, it's pretty consistent across all the apps. Like, if you find that sweet spot, which I think is the middle of the day, it's usually better for, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of it.
Fair, I'll try that out.
Yeah.
I usually get my clips done in the morning, but I could wait a few hours and then post it.
Yeah.
Just to have it.
Yeah, and then, like, with TikTok, there's, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like it's true, where, like, if you post, just don't touch the app for, like, a few hours, because if you do, for some reason, it, like, halts the algorithm.
It low key seems that way.
I can't really
tested
tell.
it, and it seems like that's the case.
Fair.
It's happened a couple times where it's just.
Is there no way to actually look if that's true?
Mm-mm,
It's all
not
just
really.
hearsay.
It's just like
Yeah.
shadow banning.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
but, like,
course.
If I post, like, right now, and I check it in 5 minutes, it's going to have, like, 100 views, because they push it really hard immediately. but then it'll get like 50 in the next 5 hours after that. But if I post and then I don't look at it again for 6 hours, it might have 300 or 400 views or 500 or whatever.
Do you look at the super specific analytics that are like how long did they stay in the video before they clicked away?
Sometimes, but I don't read too much into that stuff.
Fair.
I mean, I feel like most of the views, like on TikTok or something like that, is just people scrolling.
True.
Yeah.
I have an interesting segment on my channel where I'm able to test out how long people will stay. I have this thing called Today's Word, and I will give a word that I chose at random, and I'll put the definition of it, use it in a sentence and shit like that. But I will do it at different times in the video depending on the video. And whenever I say the word is when people stop watching, which is interesting.
Wow.
So if I say it quick, there's average time watched is 10 seconds.
Really?
Yes, I took 19 seconds on this newest one. My average watch time is 19 seconds. That's crazy. Bro.
That shit is wild.
That's insane.
So it doesn't work every time because one time I waited too long. I did it like 30 seconds and then they were like, nah,
Yeah.
not worth. But if I find a sweet spot, they will stay until the word is
Really?
said, and then they'll click away.
They said, all right, thanks.
I'm trying to imagine what their thinking is gonna come up, and then whatever's coming up, they're like, oh, and then they're like,
They're gonna wait for the definition.
right,
They wait until the word. And then
they're like,
"Ah."
oh,
Yeah, I'm good.
oh, this isn't like
I don't know what that word
satire.
means.
This guy is literally definitely. I don't know if that's what it is.
Like
But
they're waiting to see if there's like a punchline.
yeah, like you put up a word and it's like
Just ridiculous.
a hot button word or something. You know, like they think it's gonna be something funny maybe. And then it's like, no, I'm legit giving you a word of the day, and it's a word you've never fucking heard.
And then they're like, okay. As
Yeah.
soon as they read what the
Yeah,
word is.
you're like, okay, yeah.
Did you pronounce it like in its natural tongue? And they're like,
Yes, bro. Like,
no, I'm not. What the
Talking about
fuck?
Latin and shit.
But I'm trying to do like hyper fire stuff to keep people involved because I've, like I said, if I do it like 30 seconds and I don't keep it going, people are like, oh, not worth the time. So I started doing a fun fact about language or anything. So I'll welcome to today's word, tell the fun fact, take my time, and then I'll say the word. So it keeps them the whole time. And they're like, oh, the word, I'll skip. So I'm gonna see how well that does before TikTok gets removed.
Yeah. I've heard that like posting as regularly as possible on TikTok also helps.
I post once daily right now.
Okay, so yeah, that in theory should help. I don't have a lot to post regularly. Like mine are so spaced out that I feel like
You're
I'm
in
probably
a
hurt myself.
you're in a
that.
very specific niche.
Yeah, I don't have much content to just keep pumping out, especially like right now.
I was
Like,
talking
I'm-
to Keaton about that.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the off season, so I mean, unless it's some crazy thing that happened in my stream, I got nothing.
Yeah, like I don't know, what would you post
I don't know.
that would be fitting to racing that you can do daily?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't think there is anything.
Do you have a pit crew in iRacing?
So yes, but it's like the game. The game generates it, or the
I
simulator
see.
generates it. So, like in real life, your pit time is determined by like the pit crew's talent. Like if they go out there and
Right.
they get the tires on quick enough, then
It's like the lift in
Yeah.
cars can
Yeah.
do it by itself because it's so fast.
exactly. Well, so like on iRacing, they can't really model that because it's not actual human people controlling it. But what they do is like if you pull in the pit box and you're like offset or you're not centered up perfectly, they'll make it last a couple seconds longer.
That makes sense.
Like to kind of in theory make it to where the sim adjusts for like a human being having to get up and move over to change the tire. So they try to put in a human factor into it without like actually having human people do it.
That makes sense. I mean, it would, if you pull into your pit every single time at the perfect spacing, are they just like on a like habitual thing where they can hit it as fast as possible in real life?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still kind of random. I mean, like on the sim, say like a pit stop, if you hit it perfect, it might be 13 seconds one time, it might be like 13.2 seconds next time. So they've got it kind of randomized, but then if you like completely botch it, it might be like 14.5 or something. And every like millisecond counts for everything in racing.
Right.
So.
Have you ever what's like do you know like what's the fastest time that you've been in like the pit?
I don't know the fastest, but I know that there's been a few times where I felt like I was centered up pretty good, and they took their sweet time on it. And I was like, my God, I don't know why we're paying these guys.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Fair.
It's something that, I mean, it is still kind of random, but it's not something that like you're gonna practice a bunch because pitting's like you'd rather put more time into being fast on the
Right,
track
right.
than going into a pit stall. So
How often do you have to pit if you're just like doing really well?
depends on like the race, but I mean most it's like 3 or 4 a race.
Okay.
So.
Is it like because you'll be running low on gas, or do you have to change your tires no matter what?
You don't have to change them no matter what, but they do. They have it modeled in to where they burn off just like they do in real life. So I mean, if you run, 100 laps or something, you're gonna destroy the tires and they'll need fixed. So.
Damn.
And they model
Interesting.
in to where like they'll go slower, they'll have less grip, and
Damn.
I mean it's almost 1-to-1, just like real life.
Do you have like a manager?
No, nope.
Do
I
any drivers have managers?
Oh yeah, tons of them do. I do literally everything I do is like me.
Is that from your own choice, or do you want a manager eventually?
Yeah, I mean, it's been my own choice up to this point,
Mm-hmm.
but we're getting close to the point where I need to get a manager probably.
How come?
Well, I work like 6:30 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and that leaves me like I consider it like a 2-hour window to contact sponsors
Fair.
because I factor in that most places that they're
Close by
closing down at 5.
Yeah.
and then like the owners or the people that make decisions are usually out like middle of the day. So if I'm at work, obviously I gotta work. I gotta be able to like live. I can't really do the racing business side of things too. So that's where I've kind of fallen behind, and so I need someone to kind of fill that gap, and where I can work, I can do my socials and everything, but someone else work on the marketing. So that's kind of where we're getting to, and something I need to get worked on soon.
How would you go about finding somebody?
There's companies out there, but the tough thing is like back to the money. Like some charge like a flat fee. So I mean, you might have to pay. I don't know, I'm just gonna say like $2,000 a month or something like that.
A month?
Or well, just like
That's
X
a random
X
number?
amount of
Okay,
month,
okay.
yeah, to do this, but it's not like cheap.
Right.
And then others, what I would need more is like people that just charge commission. So like, say I'm just gonna throw a random number out there. Say I need like $10,000 in sponsorship. Well, they take 20%, they take $2,000, but they build on that $2,000 onto it. So if I need $10,000, they sell whatever it is for $12,000. They take their 2, I take my 10. We both get what we need, and works out that way. But I don't have that going on right now. But a lot of drivers do.
Right.
But it's something I need to get involved with pretty soon, I think.
Could you hire somebody just in your personal life that would be able to, since you're already doing a lot of it, you know how to do it, you could
Yeah.
show them how to do it?
Yeah, you probably could. It would just need some training. I mean, really, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's just making phone calls and sending emails.
It's kind of
really,
like a salesman.
Yeah,
They're selling
yeah.
you.
The sponsorship stuff's just like, it's so luck-based. I mean, you can have a really great pitch, but if you contact 100 people, 97 of them might not even answer.
Right.
Yeah.
2 of them will probably say no, and then you might get 1 yes. You just never know. And if you stop doing it, then you never know that the next one could have been the one that gives you $500,000 or something like that. So you just never know.
I might need assistance in that sponsorship shit.
Yeah,
because
right.
I've been needing to get on that for a while.
Yeah.
And I relate to the manager shit too. I've been needing to look into that.
It's tough. You could sell some spots on your shorts. Something.
Yeah,
logos
exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want a manager?
Like, I got my mom. She's going to deal with all my fight ticket shit next time because I'm tired of fucking dealing with all that stress, bro. Like, the week of the fight, I'm like, dude, I'm tired of having to hit up all these different people because everyone is just, like, last second. Like, I think you and, like, maybe 2 other people were, like, on it at least a week before.
Yeah.
Damn. So wait, what would your mom be taking? Just
Like,
getting a hold of people?
I'll still probably have to get a hold of people. But that's light work.
So what would she be doing?
Like, she'd actually be taking the money. I guess she
Uh,
could actually be doing everything, even contacting people, because...
Do you think that she would contact people with the same, I guess, urgency as you would?
I guess it does depend.
Just
Yeah.
by she's doing whatever in her life, not to say that she doesn't care, but I feel like since you're the one that's like, I want to sell as many tickets as possible, I don't know. I'm curious if that's how it would be, or if she would actually sell just like you would. You know what I mean?
Like the same amount and everything?
Yeah, like I can't imagine. Like when I'm thinking about selling tickets for myself, I can't imagine somebody else pushing it as hard as I do, just because it's like for me.
Right,
I will
who's gonna want it
say
more than you?
the only thing that I do really is do.
I was gonna say, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then you did it.
All I do is the posts. Like I'll hit people up, like I don't do like I'll talk to people at the gym about it and stuff, but like I won't text everyone in my Instagram like, hey, come out to my show. That's crazy. I need to though. That would be sick.
I mean, I feel like I got a lot more people coming because I did that. Like even the all right, guys, relax.
Bro, this is all
Come on.
Keaton's fault, bro.
Dude, I heard Seth go on, but I
Keaton
couldn't
laughed.
contain it anymore.
How did we get here?
I've gotten responses from people that I never would have guessed would come. Just because I was willing to I was like, all these people are following me. I don't talk to hardly any of them, but I could at least ask, and if they ignore it, nothing's hurt. If they say no, then I know, and then if they say yes, then dope.
You're not really losing anything.
Yeah, other than some time, but it was
Yeah.
downtime that I had anyways. I literally did. We were like on our way to the last Conscious Cast, and we usually go to Indy.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I'm just doing nothing, so I might as well just.
Yeah.
I literally went through my whole follower list.
Yeah. Well, like with an incentive, like if you're going like from a monetary aspect. like,
True.
If we were like doing the sponsorship thing, you know, if they're charging commission, they have just as much incentive, just not in the same way as you do. I mean, yours would be for like, I mean, you want to get to a certain spot in your career, you need that money to do so.
Right.
Whereas they just need the money.
Fair.
So they're working just as hard as you would be just to get their own money, but it's helping you in return.
Yeah. I guess in that scenario, I see that. I think more on your side, it's like, what your mom's not necessarily gaining anything other than getting you traction by selling tickets. So maybe you throw a little bit of money.
Put her on payroll.
Yeah.
Pay your mom.
Depends on the ticket. If she makes me over $100,
All right.
a little percentage.
Who are you fighting for next? What's the
Southern Indiana
That's
Combat
is
Production.
that a new one?
For me, yeah.
Have
But
they
like a dude, I was telling him there's a dude that's like he's been around for a minute. Like he was coached by my coach Kenny originally.
Oh,
but
nice.
He moved over to American Top Team,
The GOAT.
the GOAT,
They go.
and he's like top 3 likely to make anywhere near the UFC in Indiana right now, I would say. But he just won a belt in their pro section
That's cool.
of their roster.
He's not
And
number 3.
no, wait, what?
He's not number 3 though.
I actually would be interested in his ranking.
You said he was top 3. So I was like,
Oh yeah, no, not his. Oh shit, yeah.
you're
Okay,
not
I see
top
what
3
you're
to
saying.
get into the UFC right now.
Technically, from the amateur bantamweights in Indiana, I am,
Mm-hmm.
which I would agree. I'm like probably the most likely person if you look at it from a everything.
I would agree.
Perspective. I
Bro,
got everything
Yes.
except for the intelligence with the business, but which fighter does have that? You know what I'm saying?
time if you're doing it yourself anyway.
Yeah, but you're a showman though.
That's
Like,
what I was
you're
gonna
You're
say.
gonna sell
Sure, yeah.
tickets.
That's what I was
So-
gonna
Yeah,
say.
exactly. Like
And-
so, like that's what I was thinking earlier. Like
You don't hold the
oh yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. The politics of fighting is low key my favorite part. Like the game aspect of the fight game. Like I fucking like don't even like actually fighting. Yeah, it's just different, but the politic of it is like the fucking icing on top. So
I think your politics get a little bit better reaction. Well, I mean, I guess politics like that in your area probably get a lot of stir in people because they're arguing over whatever the argument is about. But I think, but nobody's gonna see anything other than you guys race. But I guess that's competitive. I was gonna say you're actually gonna punch this guy, so it's like the words that you're saying.
Just
are,
run the
"Dude, I
car
will
into
fuck
him."
you up, bro.
bro, but isn't that the same feeling low key as to if someone were to like literally like have their car bumping into you?
That's what I was
yeah.
just saying.
I bet that shit happens all the
Well,
time.
I mean, there's certain people that it would make you more mad if they did it than others.
I
mean,
can see
just
that.
because they've got those little inner battles.
See, now I would love that if there was like a fucking Royal Rumble of all the dudes that I talk shit to. in like a fucking thing. Like you're battling against everyone in that moment.
Well, dude.
True.
So the best thing about racing, I take back what I said earlier. The best part about racing is you're racing the exact same people every single week.
Yeah. Okay.
If you go in there
Connor would love that.
and you just junk somebody, just take them out, and I mean they're pissed. You've got to deal with those consequences
Oh,
7 days
shit,
later.
yeah.
Damn.
You got to deal with it.
Damn.
And they'll deal it back. Then you give it back, and it just
Competitive landscape.
keeps going back and forth. Yep.
Damn.
So I mean, there's some people. I haven't really had any enemies at all in real life. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty well liked across the board.
Nice.
But on iRacing, there's like definitely some people that it
I
pisses
racing
me-
is the simulation.
Yeah. There's people that, if any of my buddies are watching, they'll know that it pisses me off to lose to them more than anybody else on there. And then I'm sure it's the same for them losing to me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we race each other so many times that, like, I'm going to beat them at
Mhm.
times. They're going to beat me at times. And then both sides are going to get mad because they got beat on that certain week.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got to deal with it every week, the same people. So, I mean, you make some enemies, that's going to suck. They can really do some damage.
That's
to you.
interesting. It is different. It's not as much one-on-one.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
That's a whole group of people that are your enemies,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
And you have like teammates that are like racing in the same race as you, right?
Yeah.
So how many people are like on the same team in that setting?
So I've had as many as, I want to say, I had 4 teammates in Indianapolis. So we had 30 cars out there, I think, maybe 29. So we had a
That's
pretty,
a lot of cars.
yeah, we had a decent ratio though. I think we were the biggest team in the field, so they're pretty close to it.
Is that like you guys are not trying to all get first place? Like, is it kind of like a
Do you want to hold the mic?
I was letting you hold it for me for a little bit. Do you is it like a track thing where everybody's running the same race? They all want to get first, but also they want their teammates to place like really high as well.
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing is like there's always a saying where there's no friends in racing because as soon as you're
Oh.
racing, you can't be friends with anybody anymore because you got
Fair.
to be all out. But I mean, you always want your teammates to do well,
Right.
but you want to beat them. So I mean,
Right.
and then there's times where like, I mean, you don't want to get beat by people that are driving the same exact car that you are, because if
That makes sense.
if you're all out of the same team, the cars are all getting built and prepared the same way. You don't want to get beat by someone that's on exactly even playing ground. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you'd much rather get beat by somebody that's
Damn.
running something better than you, or just out of a different setup. Just because, I mean, then you can put it on. Oh well, their car's better. But if you've got a teammate and they're running the same thing, you can't say that. I mean, it's whoever's fastest is gonna win, and you don't want to get beat by them.
I get that.
But you want them to do well. So I mean,
That's a hard
Per-
line to find.
yeah, in a perfect world, you finish first, you finish second, third, fourth.
They
Look at
say
that.
they finished not first.
Yeah, somewhere behind first, but still all right.
Not where I finished.
How many races have you raced yourself?
I've done 5 in the NASCAR series.
5.
Oh damn.
Like since you were 18. 'Cause, were you doing anything like that in high
No,
school?
This year's my rookie year.
You haven't even done anything before this year, like 2024.
Not in the NASCAR ranks. No.
So you've done all
Okay.
5 races this year.
hmm
What
Yeah.
was before the NASCAR ranks then?
It was like local level racing.
Okay.
Like I raced at Anderson,
Oh,
Salem, Indiana.
was that with like
and
the
South.
pink car or some shit?
No, it was like a black and red.
Red,
98
okay,
car,
okay.
But it was just like local stuff.
Hmm.
I ran a couple like little beater cars. Like we ran a. This was awesome. This is like my favorite race I've ever done up to this point. And it's like there's nothing to it. So there's a series called Grub Getter,
Okay.
and or some tracks called Grocery Getter. But basically, the rules are it's almost a completely stock car, and you got to smash all the windows out of it. You got to put a bar down the side so that the doors stay shut, like weld a bar down the side,
Okay.
and basically take out like you got to take out the airbag and stuff. Make sure there's nothing in there that's gonna seriously hurt you. And then they just throw them all out on a track, and basically last man surviving wins. I mean, it's usually like 30-minute races or 30 lap. I think a couple do like 100 lap races, and they're just stock cars. Like I ran a oh god, what did I run? Oh, yes, I ran a Kia Soul, and we spent all morning.
Those are the box-looking ones.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, or no. It was Kia Elantra, I think. It was a Kia, but no, it wasn't a box one.
Okay.
But there was box one. There was vans. There was trucks. There was all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff
yeah.
out on the track at the same time. I mean, the rules are like, have a car that you can take on the road, but make it to where you can't take it on the road. Take out the headlights, taillights, all that stuff, and go race.
Oh damn.
And it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, because I mean, we spent all morning smashing the windows out of the thing, breaking the
You
headlights.
did all that morning of the race.
Oh yeah, because it's not a race car. It's just
shit.
it's like something you'd see driving down the street. So I mean, smash everything out
What do
of
you
it.
do
and
for like to prepare for this stuff?
nothing for that one?
Yeah.
For that one, I just show up, smash some windows, get in the thing, and drive it. And
Smash some windows. That's cool.
yeah, well, I mean, so they line us up. Usually with the grub getter thing, they'll have like 40 or 50 cars on a little tiny track.
wow.
I mean, it's awesome. I've got a video on my
is
phone.
there a lot of wrecks?
Oh my God, is there a
Yeah.
lot of wrecks? There's more people wreck than don't.
I feel like that's built. It's literally
Damn.
built for.
Yeah, it's like almost a demo derby.
Yeah,
it's like,
okay, that's what I was thinking at first. I was
Basically
like,
a demo derby.
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's a video I've got on my phone. I'll show you guys after this. Like, it was right after the start, and I just drove it in the corner, just slammed like 4 or 5 guys, smashed them up in the wall. And the best thing, we had a co-driver in this one. It was one of my buddies was riding the passenger seat, and he.
What?
Yeah. It's just redneck stuff, and it's so much fun though. But I mean, like, obviously, if you're a passenger, you can't do anything.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
sucks.
I drive up. Yeah, I drive up and I smash somebody in the door, and he's just sitting over there in the door that I just hit. It's like, dude.
Damn.
It's literally just a hype man.
Oh yeah,
Just
it's
chilling.
sketchy though. I mean, especially like if you're in a little tiny car like I was, and then a van's rolling up behind you, hitting you in the back, or a truck or something.
Would you actually enjoy that if racing had a co-driver? Like telling you, like, I feel like that's kind of like a cornerman.
Yeah, so there's a series like Rallycross. They do like the ones that like drive through forests and stuff like that. And the co-driver, they have a mic. And
Oh,
they-
duh! There's a whole headset and shit, so that's like kind of the
well,
same
they talk
shit.
to them and they're
yeah.
like right hand corner ahead, left hand corner ahead,
Okay.
straight like 1 mile ahead. And they kind of coach them through it. Now, like in like what I do, like NASCAR, I would hate it. I do not want that at all because it'd just be a distraction. I just want to,
Fair.
I want to be in there and be focused on what I'm doing. But yeah, I do like talking on the radio though, which that's one thing that it's completely wishy-washy depending on the driver. Some drivers, like, they'll straight up tell you to shut up. Like, if their crew chief or someone gets on the radio, they don't want to hear anything. They just want it to be quiet and let them do their thing. I work better if somebody's talking to my ear. I don't care what it's about. It doesn't even have to pertain to the race. Like, talk to me about McDonald's deals of the week on the McDonald's app. I
Damn.
don't care. Just talk to me. And
What makes you think that helps? Why does it help?
I don't know. I feel like the quieter is, the more I'm likely to make mistakes, because then the more I'm thinking about it. If I'm talking to somebody, then
You're like doing something?
yeah,
listening
then
to
I'm
something?
not even really thinking about what I'm doing to the point where like I'm gonna mess up on the intricate stuff.
So
Like,
is
I'm
a lot
just
of
doing
the-
it out of a rhythm.
That's cool.
So is a lot of the things you talk about like not even pertaining to the
dude.
race?
Yeah, I mean we'll talk about pizzas or what we're gonna get after the race for
Nice.
food or
Like
you know,
while you're racing?
yeah
Like, bro, I don't fucking want that shit though.
yeah no
Going
it's
140 miles an hour?
great. Yeah, or we're just talking about just shit talking somebody else on the
Nice.
track. So.
Nice.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
How often do you, like, is there like any recordings? I feel like I've seen some stuff where you and your guy are like talking back and forth while you're
Yeah.
racing. I feel like that would be really good content.
It is. Yeah. The spotter, the crew chief, they can record that stuff, and then like NASCAR, they turn it into like a YouTube video every week, and they show their best radio clips, and I mean you'll get drivers cussing out other drivers, cussing out their crew or whatever. But yeah, no, that stuff's fun to listen back, especially like if something crazy happens. Like my last race up at Toledo, 2 cars, they're passing me on the outside, and they wrecked each other right beside me, of course, and they spun like right across my nose. I missed them by like a foot. I mean, you can hear me in there like, oh, shit. And the crew chief's like, oh, hell yeah. Yes, it up. Keep going. And I mean, just stuff like that's funny because you can hear like the live timer.
Yeah, that's sick.
Damn. NASCAR. I don't know very much about NASCAR if I'm being dead honest.
Yeah, people either know a lot or none. There's no in between.
I'm really interested in these chips.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not interested in the hot sauce. You're just interested in the chips.
Just the
Well,
chips only.
You can't have chips without hot sauce, but I wanted to open the door for the hot sauce, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't want
So-
to introduce it myself.
This would be really scuffed.
Oh, okay, I see.
It'd be really scuffed, obviously, because it's just in a Ziploc bag. But yeah, that's one of my biggest sponsors.
What, Ziploc?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, right. Tatanka Sauce, they're out of Dover, Delaware, and they sponsor me all year.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, but it's really good, and so it's extreme heat.
Dude, you want to show that to the
I don't know
camera?
if you guys like heat or not. Yes, but it's really
Oh,
not
it's
that
dark.
bad, I promise.
Back it up some.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to get that on the thumbnail.
The sauce.
Yeah, we're gonna clip that out and
Right.
put it on our thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this like you said, this is your biggest sponsor?
Yeah.
Are you like pretty connected with them? Like they sponsor you a lot, or
Yeah, so they sponsored me. Gosh, Nashville last year, Pensacola last year, Indianapolis, and Toledo.
That's sick.
So 4 of the 5 races I did.
And you've tried this before, right?
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
Yeah, I might have to
so
grab
I
some
love
water.
spicy stuff. Like anywhere I go, she can tell you. Like if I go to Taco Bell, I'm the first one to get 15 Diablo packets.
Okay,
and dump
okay.
it on everything. It's like Diablo sauce with a side of Mexican food. So
Interesting.
that's
I
what I
was
do.
I was telling them after Keaton had sent us he like screenshotted you saying that, and I was like, okay, I feel like it would be good if we did it one at a time so we can get everybody's reaction.
Yeah.
Kind of with like like I guess now I know it's spicy and what it's gonna kind of taste like.
I got
But
some
I don't
know
water
for
in
sure.
that
I don't know for sure.
preparation.
It really isn't that hot.
Fair.
I promise. Like,
Well, you love
my-
spicy stuff.
yeah, my heat scale is pretty good, but I don't think it's that
I would
hot.
say I like some pretty hot stuff, so
I will eat
hopefully
it,
it won't be too
but-
bad.
The flavor on it's actually really good.
Okay, fair.
So it's not like a hot. So many hot sauces, they're great with the heat. I mean, they'll burn you up, but the flavor sucks.
Yeah.
But this, like, it's a really good balance between heat and flavor.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like-
go get like a bowl.
For openers?
Huh?
Do they have open spots for sponsorship?
I don't know. Have to see.
Mad
I'm about to find
Dogs hot sauce.
I'm gonna have to find
Mad
It is
sauce.
Really good, though.
Mad sauce.
Mad sauce.
SAWS.
Yeah. Sauce.
Fire dog.
Fire,
Fire
dog.
dog.
Fire dog's cool. Spicy hot dogs. Fire dog.
Mad Diablo.
Mad Diablo. That'd be nuts.
What's dog in
Perro.
Is it actually, or are you fucking around?
Hell nah.
I'm
that's
looking
perro.
it up. I'm looking it up.
I just don't know mad. Fuck.
You're not Hispanic.
Dude. Yo, I dare motherfucker to break in right now.
Well,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
That'll be one that comes out on a podcast for me in like 30 years, maybe.
Bro, I cannot wait to tell that on Rogan.
oh,
I
That-
got hers.
Dude,
Thank you, though.
that would be a
That's
hell
mad.
of a Rogan.
Bro. Dude, I can already see his face. Like,
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're dead right, bro. You're dead. You're dead right.
perro.
Dude, Mad is enojado. Perro is.
Why is
Mad,
it so long?
Mad dog? I don't know why Mad is that long.
Look up.
That's Mad.
Would it be perro enojado?
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dang, you're good.
Thank you, man.
Fluent.
Hot dog is crazy.
Dude, now it's changing the word.
Whoa.
Now it's rabioso. I didn't know
It's
they had
ravioli,
ravioli. Bro, no way. Why did they change the word?
Is it the difference between like
Insane?
angry and insane?
Yeah, maybe it thinks that it's something else. Fair.
What
That's
kind of
silly.
chips are these?
There's
value.
tortilla.
chips.
What did
Tortilla
what did
chips?
the other one start with?
Tortilla? You're pouring it in a bowl?
Oh, you gotta shake it.
That one
Oh,
started
yeah,
with
you
a
got
J.
it, dude. Give it a shake, baby.
Do I need to shake it a lot?
Oh yeah, loco.
More.
More?
I'm joking, I'm joking.
You want me to shake it again?
I mean, you can
I'll
shake
shake
it.
it just for you, bro.
Oh.
Period.
Let's
There you
just
go.
look this.
You might as
up.
well. No, I'm joking, I'm joking,
See
I'm joking.
photos.
Let's get the receipt.
The lid is crazy. You can.
Oh, dude, it's angry. I don't
I'm trying to think
understand.
of what that reminds me of.
Oh, so the other one must be insane.
Oh.
Dude, I can
The other
smell
one's
from
gotta
here,
be
actually.
insane.
I didn't realize
It's
it
not an
smells that
angry
strong.
dog, it's a crazy dog.
Yeah, crazy dog. Wait, which one do you think fits you
Oh.
better?
You're
Are-
Pedro Loco.
So mad, right? There's two different definitions. Mad is either angry or insane. Which one fits you better for Mad Dog?
Probably insane.
I think
Yeah, I would say
insane fits
insane.
better.
Yeah.
I think insane. You think so?
No.
Dude, I don't think you legitimately get mad.
Mad Dog. You guys have seen and heard Mad Dog.
I've seen.
That's more insane.
You're getting a
though.
healthy scoop there. Well,
You think it's
you tried.
You know what? Here, let me get this shit. That's what we doing.
I guess
Just
you
get it
That's
all.
what we doing because I'm trying to get connected.
You're trying to figure out what this tastes like. Fair.
Dude, I fucking.
Emotionally unstable dog.
It smells good in eggs.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's the way to do it right there.
You're
That guy
lying.
is
Ian.
hot saucing it
He's
up
a
right
fighter.
now. What is it?
Drink Tatanka.
Drink.
Dude, does this guy even have water on him? Is he even gonna? Why did he say drink?
Are you gonna drink some, bro?
How is it? Is it pretty good?
I'm just saying I could comfortably laugh while eating that.
Here's a napkin.
See, so it's not that hot.
Yeah, it can't be that
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like it's gonna be that hot.
But it's like hot sauce, so it's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking-
Yeah, it's
that's
still
nice.
like.
I definitely want to try it. We're almost at 9,000 likes.
Dang.
Oh,
you're
wow,
right.
yeah.
On my phone it said we were at 11,000, and then I left the live and came back, and it said 7,000 at one point.
The hell? It
Huh.
says 9 for me right
It
now.
was glitching on my phone or something.
Dude, I wonder what that shit would taste like on tacos.
Oh,
I bet it'd be really good.
I was thinking eggs.
Oh, dude, it's good. It's
On
so-
tacos?
Yeah. And
Oh, I believe
nachos,
that.
Too.
I
Yeah.
sealed it.
I mean, I'm assuming you've already had it.
Oh
If I
yeah.
said strain.
I've had a lot.
No, is it spicy?
He loves hot sauce.
It?
It's like the spice is sitting on my tongue, but I'm not like.
Get more than a baby mount.
You can do what Keaton did.
Could do.
You get the drown it.
That's pretty good.
Right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's kind of
Definitely-
sweet.
Definitely
Yeah,
gourmet.
exactly.
And marinade.
It's like a mixture of like a salsa and a hot sauce, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
At least that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's like
Dude, I bet that'd be delicious on tacos.
Oh, it is. Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Do they have only that one flavor?
They've got extreme there and then original.
Oh, that's extreme.
That's extreme, yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
So, like,
Original must be pretty fucking smooth.
It's
then.
tame. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
not that bad.
But I mean, I like the flavor of extreme better. But some people like original. So
Yeah, it's got
Just
a
kinda
sharp
personal preference.
flavor for sure.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
Did it say lime on there?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I saw
sure.
lime on the front. Maybe not.
Man,
Why would you put that much on there for me?
that would be good on
You got this.
Rebecca's got to try it too.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you said she hasn't tried it.
Never tried it.
Hey, this is an experience for
No,
everybody.
It is not lime.
I need some of this.
It's pretty
Right?
good, honestly.
It's pretty good. Yo, Tatanka, you're doing it
I don't
right.
think it's that hot.
pizza.
I would eat
Yeah.
Like marinara.
Yeah.
Dude,
Even some like pepperoni. I don't
it reminds me of like the basil pizza crust or whatever.
Oh, you tried it.
Okay.
That's a good spice too.
See, it actually is good.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't lie.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, can I have another one of these?
Cheap. It's like
So,
$9.
I take it if you
If
get Taco
even,
Bell,
if even that.
you prefer that
Over.
over the Taco Bell. What is their
Oh, yeah,
sauce?
yeah.
Okay,
I like Diablo sauce from Taco Bell, but if I've got the choice, I'm choosing that.
fair.
But it's not often I'm strapped with a bottle of sauce
Right,
in the
right,
car.
right.
So you know.
Did they just give that to you? I imagine.
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah. He's awesome. He sent me, gosh, he's probably sent me 6 or 7 crates full of 12 of them, and then like what I do is when I'm going to races, I pass them out to fans.
Fair.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll go up in the
Nice.
grandstands, hand people bottles of sauce, so that way they can try it.
Dude, that shit is fire.
You can't get away from eating.
Hi,
Dude, so-
Jillian.
I had so my Toledo race a couple months ago, I had a crate of hot sauce on the back of my car for the autograph session.
Oh no.
And well, dude, so I was signing autographs, and I saw a couple people like kind of their shoulders just kind of sunk down. I was like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Well, we really want some hot sauce." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." Turn around and give them some hot sauce, and they're like, "Well, but those people just took some and walked off." I was like, "Dang." I mean, at least ask. I mean, I'll give you a bottle of
Yeah,
sauce.
you're literally
But
giving them away.
They took like the last 4 or 5 bottles I had, so nobody else.
That is
in the
so
line got it.
whack.
Dickheads.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
All I had to do was ask. I would have given him a bottle.
Yeah.
They didn't want just one.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let's just take all
I
these.
want that link to get one. I want to buy one.
I'll give you a link.
So sorry.
I bet it would taste better.
They ship
if
everywhere.
you stole it.
so.
Do you get something from it, like, or is it just
No, not off. Well, I mean, really, the more sales he does, the more he has to put towards me. So
I'm definitely a fan now.
Is he how grown is his company?
they were rated on Food Network as one of the best eats of Delaware. So they're based in Delaware, but Food Network actually rated them as one of the best. So
Damn.
Chicken. I bet that would be fire.
it is.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. You've had it on everything.
I've had it on everything. It's really good on wings. So like,
I believe that.
That's
What-
what I was thinking.
well,
is like,
so what I'll do a lot is like if we get like any take-home wings or if we've got like leftover wings, etc. or something. Dude, barbecue wings with that put on it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
I bet that's
so,
just
so
slaps.
good.
so fire.
Making me hungry.
Right, I know. Hungry at like what 10 p.m.
Is there like a specific flavor that it says it is?
No,
Damn.
no, just extreme,
That's interesting.
extreme heat.
It's just extreme.
But the original's good too. I just like the extreme for the heat and the
Right.
flavor. But I mean,
Dude, that's
Well,
not even that hot.
I know
That is like good. That's perfect.
I knew what it was. I can't tell.
the original's like more of
Oh, does
it's a hot sauce, but it's very salsa
I need
based.
garlic in
So.
it.
Yeah, there's dried garlic,
I said I tasted garlic.
honey,
See,
Oh, there's honey in it.
my God.
mustard,
Mustard's what I think.
Oh.
I'm
Key, we need to buy.
parm cheese,
Parmesan cheese.
butter
Well,
flavor.
So and
Or
the best
cow's
thing too
milk?
is it takes forever
Yeah.
to get through a bottle.
love it.
I mean, because you
Yeah, you don't
you know,
need
you-
a lot.
I mean, you saw how much we poured in that bowl, and we're still.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Still above the labels.
yeah. So I mean, one bottle will last you a while, but even if it lasts you 3 or 4 weeks,
Respect the heat.
they're less
bro.
than $10
The
online.
extreme.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
it's
fucking
gonna
good.
put you out of business ordering a
Exactly.
bottle of sauce.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm usually not one for hot sauce, but I liked it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's like one of the things I tell people all the time is like, there's so many racing sponsors that like they'll sponsor a driver, and a driver will just keep pushing them and pushing them and pushing them, and they couldn't care less about the product. They're
Oh
just like,
yeah.
they're giving them money. Well, here's what they do. Tell the world. That's my part done.
But you actually love hot
Dude,
sauce.
I legitimately love the product.
That's
Like,
the best way to sell it.
I do not.
Agree.
I do not want to represent people that I don't care for what they're doing.
Bro, I was so curious about that. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
do you sponsor people that you don't really feel a genuine appreciation for their product?
Yeah. No, I mean like, it's a deal where you would be dumb not to accept something if you didn't originally know what it
Fair.
was from. But if I'm out searching for sponsors, like what I do, I'm only searching for ones that I want to promote
Yeah.
just based off of people
I think it's
care
a great
about.
idea.
I
Yeah.
agree with
That's how it
that.
should
So I
be.
mean, any business I look up and contact the owner or marketing person or whoever, it's because I believe in what they do. I like their product. I want to represent them. So, and this is one of those deals. This is a cold call. I
Oh,
called
shit,
him.
okay.
Oh, it was a cold call.
I was searching for businesses in Dover, Delaware, and the guy's a big race fan.
Oh,
and-
nice.
Which I didn't know at the time when I contacted him. We hit it off, talked racing for 15, 20 minutes. And,
Nice.
And yeah,
That's
so
perfect.
it
Damn.
was a good deal.
Should
Yeah,
make your nose run.
Did it really?
Well, you had a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, you had like
I didn't have
way
that
more than
much.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Clear your sinuses out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit actually feels good though.
Yeah.
It's a nice little
It's a
re-up.
detox.
Yeah, detox.
Kills
That's what I
some
was thinking.
things in
Yeah,
ya.
yeah.
Kills the parasites.
Yeah.
Is that your is this your only sponsor right now?
No, I've got several, but this is like, I don't want to say my biggest because
Is it your
everybody
favorite?
helps. No, I mean they're all my favorite because they all help me.
Fair enough.
So, no, I mean
Yeah,
they've
Some
they've-
have to help you a little more than others.
Yeah,
you know.
he has helped me the most the last
Oh shit.
365 days. I mean
Mm.
he's been on 4 of the 5 race cars I've driven, and
Nice.
yeah, I mean any time that he can help me, he 100% does. So.
Yeah.
And then like he's helped with giveaways and stuff too. Like I've given some of these bottles away on social media, where like he's like, hey, go give 2 bottles away. I'll ship them out. Just have people follow the page and check us out and check you out, and we'll give them some sauce. So,
Yeah, that's sick.
yeah,
You get
so-
the name out.
yeah, he's been really good in that aspect
Dude,
too.
we need to
so.
look out for whenever Presley's doing giveaways.
Yeah, true.
Dude,
want
I
hot
know.
sauce.
Give us a bottle
I need to
of
do
Yeah.
a sauce giveaway here soon because it's about that time.
Dude, I would use that on a lot of stuff.
We could like give them away as like gifts for Christmas.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, true.
10 bottles and just.
That'd be an interesting Christmas present.
Next week, are we wearing Christmas pajamas on the pod?
I don't have any.
I will.
Christmas shirt, red.
I have that smiley face sweater that's kind of Christmassy.
Dude, I have so much Christmas pajamas. It's crazy.
That's gay.
He brought it up.
All right,
You,
I'm off the pod,
yeah.
You're just
Literally,
ruining it.
dude, it was bait. He brought it up
Yeah.
to see if somebody would be vulnerable.
Cooked my
He's
ass.
like, who would wear fucking Christmas pajamas?
Dude, that does sound like a fucking setup. That's fucked up. My bad. I just switched up on you, dude. That's crazy. I even brought it up. That's
Dude, that's twice today.
dude. I'm just closeted.
That's the clip.
No,
That was the time.
This
I have to
one.
wash my
Dude, your
mouth.
grandpa's
bro.
gonna have to watch that one.
You said what I was gonna say.
Oh, is that what you're gonna say? Yeah.
Steal that glory from you.
Have you said what your grandpa said on the comment on Facebook? You saw it, right? We were just talking about it before we
Okay,
started.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure I get it right. Do you know what it says, Noah, or do you want me to look at it?
Oh, it was
I sometimes don't know with you gay. Something along.
With you gays.
Yeah, with you
Yeah,
gays.
it said a guys.
I don't know. I think he was playing on
The guys. Yeah.
He
If
did.
not, that's a really funny accident.
True.
That would be.
I think
Very
you would do it on
relevant.
purpose.
Yeah,
Autocorrect. Autocorrect's awful.
He was the one that was like, look, I just wanted to set the record straight. It was his grandma that said that, not me. And then he turns around and says that. I'm like, all right, bro, your grandpa's funny, bro.
Yeah, he tries.
Yeah, your grandpa is funny.
What did he say?
I don't know about you gays. You make me wonder.
After
With an
Connor
apostrophe.
was saying that you were calling him a pussy, and he called you a pussy. That his grandpa was like, "You're my way, pussy."
Autocorrect did not work out in his favor.
Dude, whenever we were taking pictures, he's got a good sense of humor. I can appreciate that.
I agree. Your grandma's very nice as well.
Yeah.
She offered me crown at the last fight. I was like, I'm good. I haven't eaten today. No thanks.
I'm upset because I wish you would have offered it to me, but I don't drink before I perform.
Oh, fair.
Oh.
So
It's
you
probably a
can
good
eat
idea.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like if I'm intoxicated and I am trying to, I will just forget my own lyrics. I can't even
Yeah.
remember my own lyrics all the way through, and it's like that is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
I
it's a
just
bad
don't
look.
like on stage. I mean, I've missed lines and then had to like catch up, but I've never just been like drunk on stage and like forgot shit. There's been a couple times where like my mom had like a twisted tea at the Emerson and she just didn't want to finish it, and I was just like, whatever, I'll finish it. And I get like a slight buzz, but I'm never like, yeah, I'm trying to drink before, because then it's just not gonna be a good
You know
time.
it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, it's just not gonna be a good. I don't smoke before either. Like, I just don't do anything so that I can be I'm not crutching anything. I'm in front of people, so I need to get over that anxiety if that's what I'm gonna do, and I don't need anything to like help me get through that. If anything, I feel like it would make it worse.
Yeah.
And I remember watching this Jack Harlow interview, and he was talking about how like when he quit drinking, he had done like 8 shows in a row where he was just like getting plastered, and then he just like gave like the worst performance he'd ever given, and he was just like, yeah, never doing that again. I don't need to do that.
I respect that.
And I was just like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Damn.
Like I don't think really anybody needs to do it. I'm sure a lot of people do it to make themselves more comfortable up there and feel more loose, but
Or make themselves think that they're more comfortable.
right, exactly. Yeah, it's a facade that you're just crutching on
Yeah.
when it's not really helping you by any means.
I think Presley should try drinking before he does his next show.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it.
Somebody give me my keys.
Literally, worst case scenario.
That'd be the worst one to drink.
Yeah,
right.
worst sport to drink when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Dude.
He would give me stuff if he was drunk, too.
Drink Tatanka.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
Joe.
Till you get halfway through and you're like, ah. Bathroom.
You gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta go to the bathroom.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Out of my way.
Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, fair.
Drink the hot sauce.
The most illiterate person.
The conscious.
Yeah, fight.
Dude, don't let TikTok Live know,
I'm
bro.
punch drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Get scared because I remember I'd be doing the same things. It was because I started my job. When I started my job was the day I started like not doing anything 2 weeks out. And I was making the same mistakes. Like even the second week I was like just simple forgetting stuff
Oh, okay.
of like, what did I need? Even though I just did it, and it like got me really thinking. Like, what if it's just it slowly starts creeping in like now. To where I'm just Chuck Liddell before you know it. And I don't want to do that. But I doubt it.
Fair.
Dude, I don't think you get hit in the face enough for that to happen.
So that's my theory. What if everyone's brain has like it's weak or strong? What if I just have a weak brain?
Do you think you have a weak brain?
Not mentally like that, but like, what if the damage it can take is weak?
Like it's not like physically fit.
It's not up to me. It's up to it. It's just it is what it is.
I wasn't saying anything about you. I was just saying your brain's not.
What about your skull? How thick
Dude,
do you
don't
think
do
your
that.
skull is?
You said what?
How thick do you think your skull is?
My skull?
Yeah, your skull.
Probably pretty thick, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold the mic?
No.
I think it's protecting what you got,
Cool.
and also you don't get hit enough.
Yeah. I get like twice a fight, maybe.
Yeah.
about
Just so, and you're doing that on purpose so you can test their reach.
I mean, in a way, yeah. It's like, all right, let's get this out of the way.
All right, I
Like,
can't
let's
get my head
think-
that
think-
close.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like
one
okay,
more
now I
inch
know.
back.
Yeah.
Oh no, one more inch back.
Have you ever heard of like taking a pitch in baseball?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you let the first pitch go by so you can gauge what they're doing, and then you swing.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Dude,
that.
imagine being a baseball player.
I couldn't. Well, I could, I guess.
Dude, those
I
guys are
was.
crazy. I can't imagine having a 100-mile-per-hour ball this size flying
Thunk.
at you. Dude,
Have you ever played baseball?
no.
Oh, you've never felt a ball hit you like that?
I
Well,
mean-
yeah, but
Not like a pitcher
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, yeah.
But like they just stand there
Wow.
and take that stuff. I mean, the fact that some of them they don't even flinch. They got to get the walk. They just stand there and they watch it hit them, and it's
Think.
like, dude, the mental
Nothing.
like I don't even know how you could prepare your mind to do that because like the natural human instinct,
100 North 34th Street.
the yeah, there you go. The natural
come in here. I got plenty of cabinet doors.
yeah, and both. Yeah. The natural human instinct though is like get out of the way. Don't
Yeah.
let the thing
Don't
hit
get
you.
hurt.
Yeah.
But they just like they stand there and firm
that's
it.
what I feel about power slap.
Those guys are insane.
Dude,
Those guys are nuts.
it's
Those guys, I don't understand it.
crazy.
I don't get it. I've watched that stuff and it's like, dude, the human brain tells you if someone is about to smack you upside the face, you move your face. They just stand there and just
They just take it.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Bro, watching them crumple like that, it's like,
Dude, and their face gets all swollen. Well, and the other thing, like the more they get hit, the more that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine 10 slaps in? Someone's
because you're getting smacked in the same place.
exactly
Yeah.
every single time. No, thank you. I'll
Much
stick
rather
to
get in
hitting
an MMA
walls and
fight.
stuff.
Hitting walls and stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
Dude, do you think? I was just talking about this with Seth. Yeah, thank you. Like heat on your finger will last because you just absorb it. I wonder if it's the heat from the slap every time of your
Maybe.
face, like in the same spot. Because like if you get a hot temperature on your finger and then you take it off and then you put it back on, usually the first time it takes a second to build up to be that hot, but the second time it's just going to be that hot instantly. So I'd imagine that the second slap is like the worst of it, and then you're just set up for that's what you know is coming every single time.
Yeah.
There's been a few power slap fights where, like, they'll get knocked down the first one, and then they'll just cruise through the next two slaps.
to get back up?
Yeah. If they get back up themselves and shit, then yeah.
Fair.
But I mean, within 10 seconds, because it's like it's still like they do a 10-second count. Yeah.
Bro, how is that for brain damage?
It's probably no different, honestly, than because they only get slapped at most like 3 times or 5 times if it's a title fight.
What about those big motherfuckers though?
Bro.
It's
my God.
like the same equivalent to like if you were to get knocked down by a punch and then 4 follow-up strikes. It's kind of equivalent.
It makes me think of boxing, how you can get back up.
The getting back up, well, I mean, they're still getting slapped the same amount of times, but with boxing, yeah, boxing is a problem.
It's like the rounds are the slaps.
Yeah, exactly. Which I
Yeah.
think that's what Dana did on purpose because he's
Dana
always
didn't
been-
make it, did he?
Power Slap.
Did he make Power
He
Slap?
didn't make slap fighting,
Yeah.
but like he's the owner of Power Slap.
He marketed it.
Like he made it a promotion.
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't know
wasn't it like
that.
an underground thing?
Yeah, it was very like Russian underground
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Isn't Bare Knuckle pretty underground still?
I think
it's kind of
gaming.
crossing over that thing. Like Mike Perry and Conor McGregor.
Yeah, because McGregor like co-owns one.
Yeah.
Of
Bare
I
them.
think he
Knuckle's
doesn't
crazy.
anymore
He does all the promo-
because of the
He's gonna be
freaking
announcing for
shit.
Bare Knuckle
Yeah.
promotion.
Dude, Bare Knuckle's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The shit is crazy.
I would do it once if the check was right. And that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, right.
Did you see? Have you guys seen the clip of the guy getting knocked out like almost instantly?
No.
Like, dude, it was like what was like fucking 3 seconds or some shit. Like as soon as it starts, he's just like down. Yeah, and he's just knocked out immediately. It was bare knuckle, but Brennan, when he was posting about it, was saying that that guy that knocked him out was gonna be in the promotion that he was like announcing for. So that was kind of cool.
Brendan has been staying busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope,
Yeah, I agree. The announcing.
dude. I want more of the sauce.
Right. TatankaSauce.com.
Yeah, Tatanka.
You said
Got it going on.
tacosauce.com?
Tatanka.
Sorry. I was like, there's no
Close.
way it's taco
Rainbow
sauce.
Six Siege?
What?
You ever play Rainbow Six Siege?
Maybe once or twice, but that game is like one of the few first-person shooters where like there's so
Dude, I
much
spelled it
going
right
on that I
first
don't
try,
even- I
that's
can't even,
crazy.
like hardly comprehend it.
There.
Like I could play it, but I know that there's zero hope of me.
Oh, I
being
can
good
buy
in
a
that one.
gallon.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite, like I can figure that out enough to win a game.
Okay.
Won one last night. But Call of Duty, I'm hit and miss on. Depends on the day. Siege, there's too much going on.
Yeah.
Way too
It's-
much.
You gotta
That'd be
be
fire.
delved
That'd be
into the-
interesting.
But the good Siege or the great Siege players are so good.
Yeah.
Like they're like aliens. I mean, they're. I would say that the best on Siege are better than the best on COD.
I would
Fortnite
probably
or
agree with
video
that.
games.
That's a good.
I think Siege is a little bit more. This is the thing that I like about games like that is you die when you die.
Yes.
COD, you can just keep running in and feeding your brains out.
Yeah.
In this game, you have to like value your life or it's over.
Yeah.
You just have to wait till
Yeah.
the next round to get to play.
Especially because you could be an operator that's like your ability isn't used in the beginning of the round where you're setting stuff up. Your ability is like you need it throughout the round to win the round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Siege is a really fun game to watch. Like good people play.
true. Yeah, I still watch it even though I ain't played it in years. I
Yeah.
still watch it every now and then.
Yeah.
I'd play that game with you.
Dude, I would love to be able to play that game.
Yeah.
God, dude, even thinking about it, my like. Technically, I have one. It's just discless, and I don't even know how
Yeah.
to use it.
I love when he. I thought that shit's so
You
funny.
don't know how to just have games downloaded on your Xbox?
I know you
It's
should
not in my personality.
I
Can't do
love
it.
watching people play games. And Keaton, like,
I be seeing these. You see these videos on TikTok where it's like, their girlfriends like flipping out. Like it'll be like a video of him like turning on his PS4 and it's like, boing.
Oh yeah.
girlfriend's like,
She's like every night.
I'm
Dude.
sitting there begging.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
please get a video game, and I'm like,
When's the last time you played a video game?
Was the other one broke?
yeah, since my original like one of the first Xbox Ones that came
Damn.
Oh my
out
god.
were out.
Switch now too. I got him a Switch for his birthday.
Yeah, but the only thing I can play on there is like Minecraft by myself. There's
That's
I
what
can't
I've
even,
been doing.
You can't even split screen it on the Switch to where
Oh,
there's two
really?
remotes. Yeah, you have to
Wow.
do by yourself.
That's crazy. That's what I've been streaming, and it's been doing very good actually.
Really?
People don't play with Minecraft, bro. They will sit there and be like, "Oh, he's playing Minecraft, cool," and they'll
Yeah,
start
I love
texting.
Minecraft.
The first thing
Yeah,
I
I
saw
love
when I tuned
Minecraft.
into his
Minecraft's lit.
was I love the nostalgia feel.
Did you see that comment?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Did you ever respond to my comment?
I was talking about it in the stream.
Damn it, I clicked off too late,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I thought you
was-
just ignored it because I heard
No,
you
no,
say
no.
the guys.
Yeah, I was talking about it, and then even the Tony's Pizza guy was talking about it.
I did see the Tony Pizza.
Yeah, he thought it was
respond.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like a legit fan, bro. Every
he
time
tunes
I
in?
stream, he joins.
Oh,
and
he's here
just-
right now.
Yeah, he was spamming likes that whole time.
Did he click off?
We're at 15K, huh?
Damn.
What'd you say?
Is he still here or did he click
I
off?
don't know. Are you still here?
Tony's Pizza, you better not be fake.
Yeah, Tony's Pizza. If you left, you're not a real one. So
He's bot.
Dude, you gotta listen to Presley Sora.
Dude, he heard
buy us hot sauce, or you're also not a real one.
You could
There
maybe
you go.
take two of us at once. So he's like, all right, I got the answers I needed.
All right,
Yeah.
sick. See you
Yeah.
guys.
He probably sees your today's word and then clicks off after the word.
Yeah. He's perfect for that.
I don't even give a fuck.
Oh, he thinks he knows how the algorithm works, huh? Hey, he's still here. He just commented.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's still here.
Dang, he's been here for a hot
Yeah,
minute.
he's legit. He's legit.
Dude,
Dude.
show.
Oh, he followed me on Twitch, so even if they ban TikTok, I should be good on some of that. My whole 6 followers on Twitch.
So make her go to the show.
Who? Becca?
Well, I mean, yeah, but your mom.
Oh, careful, Becca.
Just hit the camera.
I'll beat you up.
Yeah, I will have to fight
Good
you.
job.
Dude, speaking of, do you know if you're coming to the show?
I don't know. Is it January 4th?
Mhm.
You said? Dang, I remember that. How about
Yeah,
that? I'll have to probably if I'm free.
It'll
I
be
think-
a great time.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Like what? 9 at night? Is when it
The
starts.
doors open at 8, but yeah, the show's gonna start at 9
How long will it last?
till 12.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
Is it
so-
just
hours.
you? or
cannot
is it
believe that
several?
you had to wait till 2:30, bro.
It's
Oh my god.
Crazy.
um
Dude, my bad.
Wait, you had to wait
I
till
was-
2:30 for
I was
what?
blanking. Oh yeah, for Keaton to fight.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
that shit was
dude,
dumb,
yes.
bro. But no, it'll be my homie Luke Mara opening up, and then a band. Their name is Downshift, and Seth's brother is actually the drummer for that band.
Oh nice.
And then me and him,
Sick.
he's like my hype man, and then we have a couple songs together.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dope time. Cause like I was saying earlier, it's like a lot of the times when I'm doing shows, I get like 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
this time I'm gonna get an hour to like actually show off a
That's
lot of
sick.
my catalog and do a bunch of different stuff that I don't usually get to do.
Sorry. Do you think that you running lately is gonna help your cardio with that shit?
Yeah.
We were just
Yeah,
talking
we've
about
been
that
talking
last
about
night.
it. I think it's important that I have that consistently. I was doing that for a while. Like I would run at the gym when I was going like regularly when I first lived in Richmond, but I just kind of like stopped doing that because I was just like whatever. And to be fair, the rapping itself is cardio in a way. It's not right, and it's not as intensive obviously as running. Because it's like my whole body is being utilized in that, so it's a lot different of cardio, which I'm utilizing on stage, so it's like more important. And especially with it being like a longer set, it's going to make more of a difference. I mean, I know how to break in between. Dude, when I went on tour, do you know who Dax is?
Yeah.
Do you know I went on tour with him?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That shit was fire. He's
Really?
dope to watch, bro. He's such a good performer.
That's insane. I
Yeah.
had no clue.
He has a photo with him. I just saw it.
I have a
yesterday.
couple photos with him.
Oh, I only have the one, but I
And
just
then-
looked at it.
looks crazy.
Yeah. He's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
But
he used to be a basketball player.
yeah. I did like I just dropped I Can't Believe It's Not Summer. And then I went on tour with him. I did like 5 shows. I did Cleveland, Columbus, Indianapolis. I did a show in Wisconsin. Then I did actually 6 shows. I did a couple in Illinois. Dude, I was sick as fuck the last show. It was whack because there was like nobody there. The people that were running the show were like so far behind. It was like an experience like what we had at your fight, bro. It was just atrocious.
Was Dax there that night?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And dude, he had to like leave the building. This was crazy because I'd performed at the Emerson like a handful of times. And that show was the most packed it's been. Like the whole room was filled.
Yeah.
So I got to perform for like all those
That's
people.
crazy.
That show was so fire. And yeah, he's dope. Why was I bringing that up? Oh, the Cleveland show, not the TV show. My Cleveland show was
The Cleveland show.
the first show of the tour, and so I didn't really understand like what I was doing. I mean, I've been performing, so I knew what I was doing in that aspect, but I'd never worked with different like sound people. So I was like talking to the DJ, and I was like kind of letting him know. I'll cue the DJ in for like when I want him to put the song on because I like to talk in between and like promote myself. Dude, this guy did not stop my set list. So I was just like going and going and going and going, like no breaks for water. Like I was just
Like
5 songs in a row. Yeah, 5 songs in a row. I didn't stop. I had to talk in between the beats going because he would just not stop it. And I was like, all right, bro, like I'm just fucking rolling with this, I guess.
What, 5 songs?
Yeah, and I opened with Fun. I did Waterboy. which is tough. And then I did DIY with some help, and I did all the time in the world.
DIY.
Yeah, DIY with some help. You can do it, taste with me. I don't need your help, dude.
Okay.
I wanted to do that at the next show. I just don't have the space. I'm sad about it. So I guess you know a song that I'm not doing. You're welcome.
Yeah, I let you know. You can whittle it down now.
But yeah,
Repertoire.
I have a
He's got a pretty good amount of songs.
Yeah, what did I say?
Pretty good.
Right?
That was a good one.
You have it like an hour.
I have an hour set, but I won't be utilizing the whole hour for music just specifically because I'll talk and I set stuff up like where I get the crowd involved and shit like that.
The amount of songs that you could put there, you put like one less for like breathing room.
I had to take 2 off after I got them in because that
This would've been, well,
um
can't really tell me now.
well I took off dial tones.
Dude, I want to call you so many freaking names right now. Why?
Yeah, that's because the jump, bro.
Well, I was thinking there's a whole break in that song
Yeah.
that we could do that.
In that song.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I could get the same effect from that song that I could dial tones. And I don't want to do 2 of like similar songs. You know what I mean?
Not trying to be Ian Dior.
Yeah.
Ever since you said that, every time I listen to a song, I'm like, damn, that kind of sounds.
And I'm not even hating. Like, I like his style.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, I'm never getting anything different from this guy. And that's just like what it's going to be, I guess. But,
It's like people like MGK, you know, it's something different almost every time.
yeah. It's like it's not that I don't want to do the song. Like, bro, I have to like I'm hurt by the amount of songs that I can't do. Like if I had longer, I would do more songs.
We have a lot of songs that are done.
Yeah, I mean it's more than I usually get to do. I think it's I have 19 songs,
That's pretty good.
which it's usually like 3
Yeah.
3 to 5
Big
at the
jump.
max. So I'm excited for that, and I mean the cardio will help 100%. Just like there's no negative side to that in the fact that I'm performing and needing cardio.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't.
Right. And I was actually explaining to David last night, it's a lot easier for me to know, like, keep the breath capacity going. Obviously, that's just going to rack onto this. But when I was, like, first performing, I would, like, pace the whole show because I just didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know to – because I was thinking if I was standing still, people are not going to be enjoying it because they want the energy. But if I'm trying to, like, hit a part where I'm just, like, spitting my ass off, I can't also be moving while I'm doing that, or I'm, like, using too much of my breath to get that stuff going.
I relate, bro.
Yeah.
I relate.
Presley.
Fight, you can't go all
Yep.
the way.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine cardio is a major impacting like factor with racing.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Cardio, not as much.
Doesn't
So,
it
like,
drive,
breathing-
with the heat blasted sometimes.
Some drivers do. So like, heat is a really big thing with the racing because like inside the cars, I think the hottest ever recorded temperature inside of a car is 147 degrees.
Damn.
And so they've got that. I mean, it's usually, I mean, all races are in the summer for the most part. So it's always over 100, 115, 120,
You're
something
fucking
like
cooking.
that. Yeah. So, no, I mean, it's like an oven, basically.
Yeah.
But the tough thing is, we've got all the gear on. So, I mean, as if it wasn't hot enough, just
Right.
sitting in there.
Yeah.
We've got, multi-layer suit on. We've got fireproof underwear that we've got to wear under that. So, I mean, we've got like 4 or 5 layers on in this 130-degree car.
Do you have like a routine you do to prepare to deal with that?
Not really. You just got to drink a ton of water.
Okay.
Ton
Yeah,
of
you
water.
cannot
And-
get dehydrated.
Dude, no, and you've got to start like days in advance, if not a week in advance.
That's
And-
crazy.
Like Keaton goes through fight camp
Mhm.
and he like changes his eating and he works on his cardio and training and all that. Do you have is that like your race camp? Like do you have a certain
Not necessarily a certain diet, but like just drinking way more than I do now.
more water.
I mean, water, Gatorade, any of that stuff is good. I mean, anything that's gonna hydrate you. But I mean, like, lots of
IVs?
yes. So one of my teammates from this past year, I hadn't even ever heard of Liquid IV, and then
Really?
he put me on Liquid IV, And I guess like one of those packets is worth like 3 bottles of
Yup.
water.
Yup.
That's insane. So I started drinking those before the races, and they actually taste good too.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess there's no downside to that. But I actually started using that over like Gatorade and some of the
Yeah, you should. I
So,
feel
but-
like.
How long do you have to endure that? How long is a race usually?
others. It varies. Like mine are usually hour and a half, 2 hours at most. The longest ones are like 3 or 4 hours.
Hmm.
So, but it's usually anywhere between hour and a half to 3.5.
Spend 3 hours in a sauna every day. So.
Yeah. Well, so you're doing that, and then like racing. I know like the stereotype of motorsports is like, oh, you're just turning left, you know.
All right.
Whatever. Okay. But like it really is really physically exerting on your body. I mean, you got to think like you're moving the same muscles all the time. So many times.
There's a lot
every
of
single lap.
readjustments when people drive even an hour.
Exactly.
There's a lot of readjustments that you're doing.
Exactly. So like there's been cases where like, you know, they weigh drivers before and after every race.
Nice.
So at least like in the bigger series, and drivers have worn off like 13 plus pounds before in
I would
one
imagine.
race, and it's just like strictly in water weight, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I mean, think about that. I mean, think about how long it takes to wear off 13 or 14 pounds. They're doing that in 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
I can do it in like a day, maybe. A day.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like actually?
I have done that in like 2 days.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But I mean it's gradual
Yeah.
and it's not like
In a couple of hours.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
a
man,
couple
I think
hours.
they
I'm
fall,
not.
like,
Yeah.
Imagine like that much just falling off your body in the
Bro, I
span
feel
of
like
2 hours.
It's very
People
similar,
just
though,
like
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you probably
Like-
felt wrong.
Like I bet the
Right?
amount of weight that you lose in a race is probably the amount of weight I would lose in like a day of weight cutting.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It
Yeah.
was,
I
yeah.
heard that.
He had me.
That's a good guy right there.
Yeah.
No demons
Am I just a
possessing me
cool guy,
today.
though?
Right.
Yeah, you're just a chill guy.
Did you Did you see that comment on my recent TikTok?
This chill guy. Mm.
It was he said you try to be cool too much.
Oh yes, I did see that one.
And then he tried to say that he meant well or he was
Yeah.
trying to be in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
How? I
Yeah.
like I read that comment like 4 times after he said that.
And you're like, bro, that was not positive in any
I'm
way.
like,
shape, or
there's no way you
form.
can flip that into
All you're
being.
Yeah.
doing is just telling me to stop doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you have any like hate like that towards you?
Not really. I not at this point, honestly. I mean, I've had a few,
Yeah, it'll come
but-
sooner or later. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few. It was really funny. So I won this sim racing race a few weeks ago, and the series they posted it online.
So you do like for real competitions with sim racing?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like,
Okay.
there's money races, money series, some for trophies and stuff.
So you win
like-
money off it.
Yeah, yeah, and they're like broadcasted races too. Like they have.
Oh, I have
broadcast-
seen clips where people are talking over
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah.
So this one a few weeks
Son
ago,
of
it was so
rough.
funny. My gosh. So I won the race. Like I won the pole. I led almost the whole race. Dominated it. Won the race. So the series they posted it on Twitter afterwards. And they're like, you know, share this post to congratulate Presley Sora on winning tonight's, you know, whatever. So somebody they just commented, "Boo!" in all caps, and, like a thumbs down. And so I liked the comment. And I was like, dude, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, I just wanted them to know that I saw it. and
I
thought it was
agree.
funny. I was like, dude, I agree completely, for sure. But it was like, okay,
He's
whatever.
just like boo. I agree.
Like so there was a big race. Really, so the race that got me noticed a few years ago was in 2022. It was on the simulator, and I raced in this series that was full of actual NASCAR drivers and professional race car drivers from other series. And we went through the whole season, and I mean, I was a rookie in it. Nobody knew who I was. Like I'm just at this point, I was just a sim racing driver. Like I wasn't racing anything in real life.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had a qualifying series, and I had to win the championship in that to advance to it. And I won the championship and advanced.
That's sick.
So none of these guys knew who I was because they're professional race car drivers, and I was like 17 or 18 at the time and just racing in my bedroom on this thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I make it to the championship race, and what they do is like they gradually eliminate people from their playoffs. So I made it to the final 4 drivers, and then the final 4 drivers, it's like a winner-take-all finale, and the winner's champion. But the other guys still get to race, but only these 4 guys can win the championship. So they had this event down in Charlotte, North Carolina, because that's like the hub for NASCAR. And so it was me and one guy that used to race in the current series that I run in like a few years back, and then one guy that races in a higher up NASCAR series, and then a car owner for a NASCAR series. So we were running in this, and like the finish, it was very controversial because I passed the NASCAR driver with like 2 laps to go, and then I knew I had it won, and then it was the last corner, and he flew into the corner and just slammed the hell out of me, and so I hit him back, and I beat him to the line, won the race, and so, but I mean, everybody at the event, because they sold like
Is that a clip somewhere?
It is.
Your clips fucking.
Dude, I'll show you after this. It's insane. It's hilarious.
Killing
I
me,
gotta
bro.
see some of this shit.
It's hilarious. So, I mean, the crowd, they were
It's like
selling.
your actual reaction to like if someone were to wreck into you or some shit.
Oh,
like,
I had a heck of a
like
quote
something
on
that would
this
happen to you actually while driving. It's like a real reaction of
Right?
you reacting to it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So, yeah, the finish was insane. But I mean, they were selling admission tickets to the event and everything. There's a crowd. They were going wild, and everyone there was like, "Dude, that's sick!" Like this 17 or 18-year-old kid, like he doesn't care that it's a NASCAR driver he's racing. He wants to win.
Yeah.
But then this guy's very, very popular,
Of course.
and the YouTube comments on it, there's some guys like, "Oh, that Presley Sawyer guy, what a dirty SOB. That guy sucks." And I'm like, dude, I got the trophy sitting in my bedroom, so it doesn't really matter whether I suck or not.
No.
But I love stuff like that because I've heard it all.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't care less.
No.
Like, hate on me, whatever.
Dude, that shit
That's
just
fine.
shows you that you're catching the people's attention.
Right. Dude, and I mean, like, I strive to stay on everybody's good side.
Fair.
But if I'm not, okay.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I can't control it. You either like me or you don't.
It's probably
so-
more of a them thing anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it
So-
always is. It
And
always
then-
is.
You've got to love, like, the backseat drivers that just, they're not involved in racing or motorsports. They're just people watching, and they think they know it all, and they go in there and say stupid stuff, and it's like, dude, stop.
Bro, I had an experience just like that today at Jersey Mike. Or I've already said it. Yeah, Jersey Mike's at my job, bro. This guy who works there sometimes, like he's a manager at another location, but he comes to ours. He brought his coworker for his other job, and he was like, "Man, you got good potential, but like every time you threw a strike, you let it go. You didn't bring it back, and you got to bring it." The whole freaking time I was making his sandwich, the whole time he paid the whole line he did, he was saying the same things repeatedly that I've heard for the whole career. I told him I was like, dude, that's the problem I've had since my kickboxing career, dude. My coaches say the same thing. I said my coaches say the same thing probably 10 times for him to get it.
Is he a fighter? Like,
One time he said that's the stuff that people like me are gonna look for to counter. I'm like, bro,
what the fuck are
you're
you
like
gonna do?
a skinny construction type of worker.
Right.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
He's not about.
Pipe down.
No.
Yeah, it was very. Yes, it's funny you brought that up because that literally happened today.
Well, I've heard a lot. I've heard the UFC community does that shit like crazy. People that have never stepped foot in the
Dude,
ring just feel
fans
like
are the
they know.
worst.
Fans of
bro.
any sport are
Oh, yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
The amount of people I literally just commented in this group like or on this post the other day cuz I follow like a bunch of basketball stuff. I'm a pretty big basketball fan. And
How big?
like pretty big. I would say I don't watch it regularly, but I enjoy it a lot.
You have a favorite team?
Yeah, the Hornets. hmm
I don't even know the Hornets.
It's really funny cuz I started liking them when they were the Bobcats,
I was about to ask you if
and it was the year that Kimball Walker got drafted.
Okay.
That year they went what was it, like 7 and they went like 7 and
70
yeah, it would have been, yeah, they went 7 and 75 because there's 82 games.
Yeah.
And then the year after that they went 14 and whatever. And then the year after that I'm pretty sure they made it to the playoffs, but they got dominated by the Heat because that was LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh's year that they were all in the Heat together. But there was this post and it was like, yeah, the NBA is just not what it was, not what it used to be. Everybody's just shooting threes now. Nobody plays mid range. Blah blah blah. They're like, it takes no skill. Like blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, none of these people in this comment section have ever consistently shot threes. Like, you don't get it.
Right.
You do not get it. You could not just shoot threes like they do in people's faces, off the dribble, going around people to shoot them. Like,
Should they move the 3-point line back?
I don't think so.
Is that actually like
They've talked about it. I mean,
Really?
people can shoot from like damn near half court. So
Like people are the skill is developing to the point where people are just better than they ever used to.
yeah,
be.
like even the big men are able to
So
shoot.
maybe they should
threes.
make the court longer and make a 4-point line or something.
Yeah, I mean they've talked about like making certain spots on the floor more points.
Oh, like outside the ring, you can have little circles
Like there would
on
be
the
like
That'd be
side.
insane because you'd have people
Pig
just
or a
throwing
horse
Hail
or something.
Marys. and
Yeah, that'd
stuff.
be cool.
Yeah, I mean also it'd be harder to like get to certain spots because people would guard it heavier.
Mhm.
I don't know. It would change a lot about the game, honestly. Like it would stop. It would probably stop becoming like inside the paint. Like people would just be more
Yeah.
focused on like the shots themselves.
What if they did like a square court and each team has to defend 2 goals?
Oh.
And
Hmm.
then they had a 4-point line, which would be in the center, like
Dude, it's
inside
just,
the center circle is a 4-point.
it's just not basketball anymore.
There's some basketball purists that are just
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
God,
they're losing their
they're
shit right
losing
now.
Their mind. Oh my gosh.
I'm not a basketball fan, so
What are you
I
a
don't
fan
have a. I'm a fan of the Vanilla Boy.
Nice. I love that.
I can see you fucking with racing.
Racing's cool. I like racing games.
Dude, I was thinking, I feel like whenever you do like your next one, like in person, I'd like to go to something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd come out and support.
How much do you have to pay to get in?
Depends on the track. Usually mine are like $25.
That's not bad.
They're cheaper.
Fighting is unbelievably overpriced.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro,
it's-
it's
it's
40 to
horrible.
50
Yes.
bucks
Not
every
believe that
time.
shit, dude.
Every
Yeah.
time.
I'm making like not even 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you charge the most expensive tickets, and you're getting paid like the least.
It's like $60 to come down in the pits, and you got full access to the whole track, basically.
That's crazy.
You can walk around pit road just like the crew. I mean, you're basically the same status almost with the pit.
Wow,
And
just
I-
60
I've-
bucks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you walk out there without a fire suit on, you're gonna get yelled at and told to leave. But I mean, $60, you can walk around pretty much wherever you want.
It's pretty lit.
Dan.
But yeah, I feel like that'd be cool to go watch.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
not.
like racing's something you have to see in person to really get a good level of respect.
I could see that.
Like watching on TV does it no justice.
I
You
feel
gotta get
like
into it.
baseball's the same way.
Yeah.
Dude, baseball is really tough to watch on TV, but in person, bro, he just doesn't get baseball.
To be honest, bro, a lot of sports are tough to watch, dude.
I
It's just it.
I like watching basketball the most of all the sports because you can see like what they're doing the most. I feel like the leaping over the other people and dunking. That shit's crazy. But fighting is my favorite. UFC is by far my favorite thing to watch.
I would say fighting is the most consistent action going on at all times. TikTok brains.
Dude, John Jones said some shit about basketball players. Did you see this? They're like, what's the most overhyped sport? And he was like, oh, basketball for sure. He was like, they're saying they're like killers and shit. It's like, bro, you're dribbling a ball. Like,
Oh.
Fair.
that was what he said to all
Yeah.
basketball players.
Dude, it's like the same people that called me a grass fairy for playing basketball. Like, all you're doing is kicking a ball around. I was like, no, the fuck, there's more to it.
But I mean,
It's crazy because John Jones literally, I don't know. It's a crazy setting for him to say that in.
Dude,
with the-
okay, saying just kicking the ball around is like being like, oh, you could just punch somebody in the nuts in a fight, you just win.
That's just not the sport, though.
Exactly, that's just not the sport. You have to do a bunch of shit that you can't.
But kicking the ball is the sport.
Dude, but you can't just walk up on somebody and just kick their legs out from under them to take the ball from them. You have to be finesseful about it. There's rules in place.
Finesseful at work.
Finesse, you know what? I'm going to find out.
Okay. So
That's important.
if I'm let's say I'm really good. I'm not saying I am, but let's fantasize that I'm really good, and
Sure. Maybe
Like
urban.
just at everything.
we're talking
or-
about what you said, kicking the ball. So
Okay,
soccer.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say you go to kick the ball, but I move it out of your way. You miss because I'm faster.
Right.
Dude,
That's
try
the
running
finesse.
and kicking the ball and keeping it under control.
Well, yeah.
And keeping
There's
everybody
more
else
to it, but
and keeping everybody else from
but
kicking
how
the ball.
is that? How does that
In fighting, you're just throwing your body around.
No.
You guys are just touching each
I
other.
get it. I
You're just
get
touching
it.
each other.
Well,
I get it.
John,
It is.
John Jones' biggest gripe, or at least the way he was saying it, was it's like they're calling themselves beasts and shit. That was like, that's how he seemed to have an issue with that. He was like, how you're a beast, bro. I'm leaving the cage with a hurt liver and bloody face, and you're walking out sweaty from dribbling a ball.
It's kind of a fair point in that context.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting.
I mean,
I'm like, is it fair game?
People get injuries in sports a lot.
Yeah, I'm not saying they
And
don't.
I would also say that it's like trying to compare two different things that don't compare. Like
Right.
Like he's a beast because he's just cooking motherfuckers on the court,
Mhm.
but he's not a beast because he's just beating everybody's
He's not a
ass.
fucking
Yeah.
gladiator.
Like
knocking all their teeth.
yeah,
So that level of fitness and showing that skill,
Yes.
the agility, the stamina, everything that goes into it, also proves that you have agility and stamina that could go into other like things like fighting. You know.
I totally agree. I just wanted to know what you guys' take on that would be, especially since John Jones was the one that said it, and the way the question was set up was perfect for him to answer like that.
yeah.
What do you think is the most overhyped sport? Basketball. They call themselves beasts. They're just dribbling the ball.
I feel like that's the point of like being a fighter is just being able to fucking say stupid shit like that.
I mean, who's
Dude,
it?
you know that nobody can do it.
Exactly.
Who's gonna impress you about it?
Like I'm gonna tell you, it's just kicking a ball.
Nothing proves that you are like the winner more than fighting. I would say.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, that's like man to man.
I don't know. Sometimes it still doesn't feel that way.
It's like, okay, yeah, you can kick the ball better than me, but I will beat your fucking ass. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
at
Yeah,
the
that
end of the day,
aspect.
you know, I'll live and you'll die if it came down to survival.
That's why I wish I started training in fucking school, like in middle school and shit, instead of getting fucking all this like.
Well, you
"Oh,
did
you're not better than me
wrestling?"
in basketball, dude. I don't know why, but like I was so anti like I'm a killer type of thing. Like I settled for less.
Was
type
it
of
like
thing.
peaceful?
No, it was like I wanted like what I do and how I act and what I am now is like everything I wanted to do and be in high school and like middle school and shit like that. I just never adapted to it.
How come?
Gotta tap into it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So I just needed time, and I low key needed to feel that way. Like I was thinking about it literally a couple nights ago, when I was in a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had an easy ass layup to being in the final of sectional, and I just had to get past this freshman kid from Richmond. He sucked. And then I was going to be in the final, and I was going to be able to walk out with the spotlights and shake the dude's hand. And it was a dude I've always lost to throughout high school because we were all in the same weight class. I was like, bro, this time's going to be the time.
I'm gonna beat him.
Bro, I didn't even get to the finals because I lost to the kid,
Damn.
the freshman.
Damn.
And like I was thinking about that moment the other night because I think I was just reminiscing about the fight a little bit. And I was just like, bro, it's crazy where how far I've came. And I was like, dude, I really went from that kid that lost to that kid, and then I just stopped my thought there and I just thought about that moment. I was like, bro, I fucking hate my life. I'm like, okay, I still need work to do, bro. I still gotta fucking.
What was the hardest part about accepting that side of yourself, the killer?
Maybe the timing of it. Like
Oh.
I had gotten in a relationship and I'm like
Oh.
growing up, and it's like I have to balance out a lot of things
A relationship,
with life. Yes.
finances.
Yes. It just all doesn't work.
Living situation.
Yeah,
Yes,
living.
bro, yeah. It all doesn't go
Cats.
well with. Yeah.
A bunch of
A
stuff.
bunch of cats.
Yeah, they do have like 4 cats.
3.
Sorry.
I mean, we did have 4
Astro,
altogether.
Luna, and
Paris.
I didn't remember.
How dare
I
you?
feel rude. That's the that's the least clouded up cat in your house.
They're pretty much they don't
Fair.
exist when we're there. So
Yeah.
I will say Paris is on a clip.
Oh, really?
Astro's not, yeah.
I thought Astro was.
No, it was Paris.
I probably thought it was
I was talking about her
Astro.
feet. She always be fucking.
That wasn't
fucking with
Astro.
her
Are you
feet.
serious?
No, Astro made it into.
Astro probably is on a clip.
Astro actually made it into the vlog.
Oh yeah. The vlog after your fight.
Remember, he was, like, looking at
Oh
David?
shit!
He was like-
Yeah.
Dude, you have that video of me
Yeah.
when he like looked at me and I was like, oh, what the
That
fuck?
shit was perfect, bro.
Yes, dude. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm
you
hungry.
Hungary.
Hungary.
I'm very hungry.
If you could move to any country in the world, what would it be?
Oh god.
Ireland
Damn.
or Japan.
Okay.
That's a really tough one. I don't know. Somewhere warm.
Fair.
Better than this. Monaco seems like a really cool place because it's
Yo.
very, very, very wealthy.
I don't hear that.
And dude, people have yachts like we have cars.
Yeah.
Just casually owning yachts.
Yeah.
You just have like a skyscraper there.
Yeah, exactly.
License plate number.
Yeah.
One last thing. I'm sure you've seen the thumbnails, but I usually clip out faces, so just know that nobody's safe.
Yeah.
And I'll find whatever face it is that is the best face, unless you want to give a
Awesome.
face. Yeah. We're all
Perfect.
taking the bite of the
Are you
chip.
gonna clip the helmet into the thumbnail?
Dude, we could.
Hey,
We're
we could put
definitely getting the hot sauce.
Yeah.
I could put some like fire underneath,
the hot sauce.
like the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edit the hot sauce on top of the helmet.
Dude, we could just pour the hot sauce on the helmet.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. This is a great idea.
That's fucking
Honestly.
action. All right, you wanna start? Who are you?
I am Seth A.M.
Mm.
I paint.
He do that.
I make a podcast.
He do
I
that.
make music.
He do that.
Yeah.
I'm Days. I do today's word,
Yeah.
and I stream.
Oh yeah. I am the Vanella Boy, spelled with an E, not an I, and I make music and I game and stream, and I have a show coming up on the 4th of January in Muncie. I Be Here Now, called The Moment. Don't miss the moment.
I'll be on that show as well.
Yo, doesn't Luke have a song named Moment? Just give me one more moment.
I can find out.
I think he does. I think it's on my YouTube.
I will
thing.
find out right now.
But I'm Keaton Mad Dog Miller, and I punch kick.
Bink and
Who's
flip.
this fucking radical
I
human
am-
being?
I'm Presley Sora. I'm a NASCAR ARCA Menard Series driver and part-time streamer.
Hey, yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, that was a
Bro.
really good episode.
Yeah,
I
I
really
love this
appreciate
shit.
having you.
Well, hold on. What's this? Whoa.
What? The logo? SO.
We have ops competition.
faced away from the camera.
Yeah, right.
What is that?
So they're a podcast. They provide like betting odds for NASCAR races for people to gamble.
Oh, that's sick as hell.
Yeah. So it's kind of a wonky situation because I can promote them and what they do is sick, but I can't if they put out a bet, I can't do it because since I'm a NASCAR licensed member, if I'm betting on NASCAR related stuff, they could take me to court.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Like you can't bet on basketball games
Yeah.
because you would be playing it and you might
Yeah.
fail.
They're sick. I mean, Land Coin podcast, they win people money, but I'm not one of those people because
Dude.
I'd get suspended.
You win the people money.
Do
Yeah.
do they go on, like, do they go live while people race?
Not while people race, but they post online and like they've got a Discord and stuff where they provide odds. but
Cool.
Yeah, they just they talk over the previous week's races and then their odds for the upcoming week and everything.
That's what's up.
Sick.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, well, a little shout out there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
last
yeah.
minute
Thank you.
shout out. Fair.
This has been the Conscious Cast
With the guys.
with the guys.